And we're on the air. Greetings and salutations, people. What's going on, Cabe? My police enforcer. Cabe is in the house. He's in the comments, so watch yourself. He carries some six shooters. Yeah, you know what I mean? Uh, audio good. That's what I need to check for.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what is it? Let's see. And Brandon, little,
What's
where's
up?
Brandon? There you are. All right, so no radio wasn't in our Google Meets a lot this past week, and some very interesting information popped up from our, you know, beloved Tech Life channel on YouTube. If you follow him and get past some of his, interesting commentary from time to time, he dropped a tidbit that kind of rang through the community a little bit. I was surprised that everybody kind of downplayed it a little bit, but me and you, Brandon, we went back and forth. Hold on, me and you, buddy. Now this is it's an old article, but I need a placeholder. So this was set two years ago, almost 3 years ago. So Neville Ray says T-Mobile was working on voice on new radio. Now this harkens back to what he actually said at Mobile World Congress. So Mobile World Congress was going on the last couple of weeks, and he drops a tantalizing tidbit of 4G is dead. Long live 5G. And me and we were talking about it, and I wanted to get no radio's take before we did dive deep into the conversation. But I want to also remind Brandon that I want you to keep that same energy, sir. So, no radio. Neville Ray comes out and says, we're primarily a 5G company, and that we are moving ahead. And for the most part, you're going to get that band 12, 5 megahertz if you're still on your LTE watches and iPhones that never get people upgraded. Y'all gonna be enjoying that band 5, but everybody else is gonna be enjoying that fine wine on 5G. So what say you,
You
sir?
said
What's
band
your
5.
band? No, I'm sorry, band 12.
That 5 megahertz of band 12. But I mean,
5 megahertz of
let's
band
just be real.
12.
Well, just like I put in the chat earlier today, I've just got the band 71 LTE turned off in my area. And come to the realization that even without it, there's 45 megahertz of spectrum on there just on LTE still. And sometimes more than that. So with that being said, that additional 5 megahertz of band 71 wasn't doing much in the first place.
Well, I think that they were using it just to kind of, appease some of the handset, some of the handsets.
But we know, obviously they had to leave some on while people got transitioned. But most people have transitioned to 5G devices.
That's
I mean,
true.
How many years are we in on 5G now?
We're
5G
good, solid 4.
Yeah, being available. So even if the average upgrade window is 5 years, that means you got the most stringent holdouts are still probably going to be changing by next year.
Yeah, the iPhone 8s are still prevalent right now.
Yeah, but then you also got you got to realize something too. Companies like AT&T and Verizon, they have like company like contracts where they have to keep LTE on. T-Mobile doesn't have those contracts. So it's kind of a gift and a curse. Like the fact that T-Mobile didn't have those contracts means that, okay, they missed out on some business opportunities, but now they also don't get to be held back by that stuff.
That's true also.
So if you live in a market like me where you got 20, sometimes 40 megahertz of 41 on air and LTE, you got another 15 of 66, another 20 of band 2, and then the 5 of 12, do you really need another 5 of band 71?
No.
I don't think so. So people could cry about it all they want. I don't think it matters.
I speculate that a lot of the reason why you see N41 or Band 41 still on LTE is because of the Sprint customers.
But
It's not really
the
it's
thing
not
is
really
that they
for
literally turned Band 41 on after the literally a
yeah,
year ago.
yeah.
Say what,
It,
Brandon?
They turned Band 41 on LTE on a year ago in
No,
Houston.
Brandon.
no,
It
no,
was
they
on here.
turned it on the
It was
day
on.
one.
It was here day one, Brandon.
Day one.
We never lost it. Never lost it.
Day one,
Mm.
they came when
It
they the day one that they said April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. N41 was on air. I mean,
yeah.
Band 41 was on air.
Yeah, day one, I was grabbing when I was a T-Mobile customer, I was grabbing the Sprint Band 41 pretty much day one, first week or so. I was already getting it. And then within the first 6 months, they had actually renamed from Sprint to T-Mobile. Even on the Sprint sites, it was saying T-Mobile. So went from yellow to the magenta inside of Signal Check Pro pretty quickly. And it's been on air since. Now I understand there may be some places like Houston, but you got to realize too, Brandon, Houston's different. Houston actually had a real Sprint build out.
Yeah, they
So
had a massive.
they probably had to actually, take it slower there, but other places it was a light switch. It was a light
Oh
switch
yeah.
for that spectrum.
But see,
So
Well,
now
I guess also too, they had a huge market share here.
yeah, here they couldn't because they suck so bad.
Well, I mean, yeah.
but here's the thing. That's not the spiciness that we were talking about though. Brandon and a couple of our previous colleagues, they were here saying that we should keep everything as is. Don't migrate, don't change. Why not?
I
Brandon.
mean, they still need to finish the steak. They can't leave it raw.
Oh, come on, man.
But
Look,
so
I'm sorry.
what percentage would you say you're ready in the Houston market? Like they're ready. What percentage would you say? Like T-Mobile has to complete.
I'm talking about like for N41.
No, I'm saying in general. You said that they need to keep the Band 71 like it was. I'm saying is what is that changing
No,
for
no,
you
no,
in your
no, no,
market?
no. We're talking about Edmund was saying that T-Mobile should only have band 12.5 megahertz up on the air and let
Yes,
everything
that's
go to
what they're
5G.
doing.
Oh no,
Yes.
that's not what they're doing, Keon, because they're still keeping Band 2 and 66 on LTE.
No, that was the thing. So
I'm saying for now. I ain't talking about what happens in 6 months or a year. I'm saying right now it's still on
right
there.
now it's still kind of as is. That I don't think within the
well,
next 3-4 months it's gonna anything's about to happen.
I'm gonna tell you
But
right now, Keon, if you really believe they're gonna leave nothing but Band 12 on LTE, you're crazy.
I think
That's what I keep saying.
that's what they're gonna do.
No, they're not gonna do that. They're
why
not gonna do
not?
that. They don't have
Why
to.
not?
Because they don't have to. They don't need that spectrum for anything. They don't need that for the 5G side. Bro, Bro, I'll give you an example. So just the band 25 here, the band 25 plus the 20 megahertz of 71, and it still runs in non-standalone, so it'll still grab the 2 and the 66. It ain't gonna get much faster by migrating that to NR. It ain't gonna really change anything.
But
So what do they benefit from
this is
switching
something
band 2 now?
This is something that I speculate on. Okay, so I think that the way that non-standalone works is that you have to provide juice on both LTE and NR. But as long as LTE stays active, you have to still provide full capabilities on LTE, and you can't micromanage it the way that you would do for NR. So
but they don't need to micromanage it. It's gonna be like 3G sitting in the background. It's just there for fallback. It's not there to be fucking powerful.
The only way that you can micromanage LTE is cut the megahertz. So
why would you need to
knock it down to 5?
But why would you need to micromanage it? Is what I'm asking.
Well, I gotta say it. I mean, for network slicing.
Why does but network slicing doesn't care about the LTE side of the network? You don't need it.
Right. So that's why they knock it down.
For example, there's over 200
so
megahertz of NR on air right now in my market. Over 200. What is that other freaking 20 gonna do? Nothing.
Or 6 or 40.
They're looking to go like balls deep, dog.
Bro, no, we already saw what their test was. Their test was N25, band 41, and 71.
No, it was N20. It was 2 carriers of N25 and 2 carriers of
But it
N41.
depends on where you are. Where you ain't gonna have 2 carriers. So it's
That's true.
so you
I
gotta
mean,
look
but
at
that
what's
was
in your market.
but that was also the
Yeah,
test. I
but where
mean,
did you see 66 in there? They don't need it. That's what I'm saying. They don't benefit from adding it.
no,
In
but
most
that's what I'm
places.
saying. Like from what Tech Life reported it on his channel was talking about that they were planning on taking all Spectrum and moving it over to NR and
Well,
leaving only band 12.
He's smoking crack if he believe that too.
I believe it. I was smoking it then. Shit.
Yeah, y'all smoking some good
I'm
stuff.
smoking.
Y'all,
I'm a
with
smoke.
Tyrone
I got the peace pipe. I got the peace pipe going.
Yeah, y'all
Hey,
tripping.
but
That
here's
would
the
be
thing.
network suicide. That's
That's
network
what he
suicide.
said at Mobile World Congress.
He said I'm gonna leave nothing but band 12 and LTE.
Band 12 and 5 megahertz of 66 in certain markets. 5 megahertz of band 12, 5 megahertz of 66. I believe it.
I believe they'll walk it back. Even if they were to do it, they'll walk it back. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Even if they were to do it, they're gonna walk it back.
I even think I speculate this even more. Fall down the regular hole even deeper, because in about 6 months, Dish needs to make a decision on the 800 megahertz, and I don't think that Dish is going to buy it.
Nobody cares about that spectrum.
So that's what I'm saying.
If T-Mobile's smart, they sell it. They sell it to Verizon or somebody and get rid of it.
Well, I mean, they could use it. They could actually use it for that 5 megahertz of LTE. They're gonna just leave on air.
Don't waste their time. They need to sell it.
Well, I don't think that Dish is gonna buy it.
If they do anything what you're saying, it'll probably be 3 years from now.
Exactly. It's gonna be a while. It ain't gonna be.
It's not gonna be any time.
It'll be a long while.
I suspect it's probably gonna be like maybe another year, maybe a year and a half before they go like that.
Brandon, Keon, you know when it'll be? It'll be when Voice of NR is finished. When it's finished.
Yeah,
it ain't finished.
Yeah, it's not.
They're only that ain't gonna be a year and a half.
They're only turning on they're turning on minor markets here and there right now. I'm surprised they
and even then, those markets are test dummies. Those markets are test dummies even then.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is probably
now,
3 or 4 years.
You're still building on.
No, and look, I think, me personally, I really do think that migrating away from LTE is probably the best thing for them to do. Period. I mean, granted, it's going to take some time for them to do it, and I'm not. That's not suicide to do it right now.
But here's my thing, Keon.
But you're already seeing that they're doing it.
What's the maximum carrier ag you can do right now?
The maximum carrier ag we can get right now is 4 carriers on S23.
So the S23 can definitely ag 4 carriers.
Right.
How many? Okay, how many low bands plus mid bands? Because I know it changes based on what the spectrum is.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I'm saying is, if we start looking deep, they've already got 4 carriers in NR. Because
he even
100
said,
is broken into
Tyrone,
2, the 71 and the 25. There's your 4 carrier right there. You don't
Tyrone
need.
Said that they're trying to work. Tyrone said that they were trying to go 7 carrier.
Nah, everybody tripping. Everybody tripping.
Why would you say that?
Everybody smoking crack.
They trying to go T-Mobile, AT&T. We trying to do 7 carrier ads too.
They're doing 7 carriers at 20 megahertz. They're not putting together 20 here, 100 there, 40 there. No, it's very different.
Hey, but here's the thing: you got those markets where they got the DoD spectrum. They got markets
but that ain't deployed. So that's irrelevant.
C-band.
It ain't deployed, so it's irrelevant right now. I'm gonna put it like this: I'll believe T-Mobile will deploy DoD before I believe they're gonna pull everything off LTE except band 12.
Oh, what?
I'll believe DoD gets deployed first, sir.
I would believe that.
Because at least that's going to matter. That's another, in my market, that's another 40 megahertz. That's way more useful than nickel and dime and 15 megahertz of 66. Oh,
but here's the thing. Cutting PCS off of LTE is probably their first priority right now.
Yeah, but they need to unless they're idiots, they need to leave that alone, because that's their main band. They don't need it. They've already got the damn N25. Yeah, but I mean, why you need 2 1900 meg bands? For what? What is it going to really do for your damn performance?
I don't know. Maybe a more solid connection. I mean, granted,
No,
here's the thing.
no, that
Granted,
20
I
megahertz
haven't
of
seen.
71 is a more solid connection. 20
That's
megahertz
true.
of low band, now that's a solid connection.
But here's
I'm
the thing,
sorry.
like not only you have reported like coming out here and reporting it, but like I was talking to PA Tech and he said that 5 megahertz of 71 in his area is gone too. It's gone over to NR. So they're
And I'm gonna tell you what,
starting to cut it.
what it done is it changed the network. Like it literally changed the network, bro. Like it's
Oh
over.
no,
I'm talking about I'm talking about going from getting 100 to 300 on the same tower without N41, just
I mean,
because they're agging at 20. They're literally agging 20 plus 10 plus 15 with just the band 71 with no 41.
I know I can tell you this much. I started noticing like the deployment in DC was starting to get real weird. So I was starting to see 71, even though in the DC market they have two bands of 41. It was only doing the 100 and the 71. It was
Yeah.
doing 100 megahertz of 41, and then the was it 15 megahertz of 71. So they're tinkering with the configurations now. And
Yeah.
that's what I suspect is going on right now is they're tinkering with the configurations, maybe getting ready to try to set up to finally do voice over NR in my area. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, if T-Mobile wants to impress me, they need to focus on getting that 4 carrier ag working so we can start seeing 2 gigs.
Oh, I agree.
That's gonna be like, okay, hold my beer territory. They need to focus on getting that working before they start worrying about decomming more
But here's the
LTE.
thing: the only way that you end up getting that is, especially if you're in the city, you got to pull that PCS off.
No, you don't,
Yeah.
bro. If I listen, I want you to understand something. I can go in the city right now in traffic during lunch
Yeah.
hour and get 1.4, 1.5. I can go in that same spot and get almost 400 without 441. You do the math. It's already ready for 2 gig. They just ain't agging it.
Mm.
It's already there.
And then what we're trying to say is LTE still has a lot of life.
Well, I don't know about a
LT's
lot.
dead, dog. LT's dead.
I mean, I don't know about
No,
a
it's not.
lot of
No.
life.
You make it seem
I'm
like it's still analog.
For Verizon and AT&T, LTE is still going to be their bread and butter for the next 3 to 4 years. The way that they're not moving, like they're not moving fast. Even AT&T is even more guilty of it than Verizon is. But
Well, yeah.
understand, like what was it? I was reading an article on Fierce Wireless of all publications that AT&T was downplaying the whole idea of 5G. They were just saying, "Hey, our service, their cellular service is what they're selling, not whether it's 5G, 4G, or these nuts." Like they
Well,
don't
you want to
care.
know what's funny though? What's funny though, Keon, is what I was thinking today when I was testing the site and I was hitting over 300, and I was actually getting 140 upload with the 71 12 and I'm sorry 71 2 and 66. And I was thinking to myself, man, this is performing like AT&T 7 carrier ag. And then I thought to myself, I said, if T-Mobile just left this like this is, they have already caught AT&T in the LTE side. If they leave it like it is,
I think so.
if they keep and the main thing they got to do is make sure the backhaul is on the site. That means that their LTE is still going to be fast. The LTE was still getting 200, and then whenever you switch back to 5G without N41, you're getting 300. I'm
That's
like,
true.
so that means even LTE customers right now can get 200 all day on that site.
Oh, hold on a second. What's up, Mr. Carter, man?
So I think
What's
they need to
up,
leave it
man?
alone. They need to leave it alone.
Look,
They need to leave it
I
alone.
don't know, man.
Leave it
I
alone.
think
Don't encourage stupidity, Keon. I'm sorry this time, brother.
I don't think that's stupidity though.
It is stupidity to tank your network on purpose just so you can force people off of technology. Because guess what? It's going to be the people that don't upgrade. It's going to be the squeakiest wheels making your company look bad. Think about how people already talk junk about T-Mobile.
Yeah,
all I'm saying is this: they
all
already winning, right? They don't need to do any more first. What is another first going to gain T-Mobile? Nothing.
They're going to end up spending more money to get those people off those devices.
Yeah, they need to take the win, and then perfect what you got for right now. Perfect it. Stop missing with it. Perfect what you got. Get 4-carrier ag going before you start pulling stuff off anymore.
Well, shoot, I'm not even seeing 3-carrier ag on my Fold 4 yet.
I know you ain't. That's my point. So why you gonna jump the gun?
That's what's bothering me right now. Like,
why they gonna jump the gun then, Keon? What's the point of jumping the gun if they ain't got what they got ready?
Hey, look, everybody who got a S22 and a S23 is seeing the beauty right now. My Fold 4 is being left out in the cold.
And I'll tell you what else, Keon. This is sad, right? But if T-Mobile actually does that, bro, they're just as bad as everybody says they are if they actually do that.
What?
And I said it, and I meant it.
Going straight NR and leaving.
If they dump everything without everything working yet, they're just as bad as everybody says they are.
I don't think they're gonna do it like that, man.
Well, you just said year and a half they're gonna have nothing on air. I say that would be them living up to their bad reputation. That's what that would be.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, I think that all the people like Brandon and everybody else was like, man, 5G sucks. 5G sucks. I had to turn off 5G on my phone. But I don't turn off 5G on none of my phones. I ride the network. I ride whatever's given to me.
Oh, I actually tried it on my Verizon line earlier. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Oh no.
That was a bad idea.
Hey, look,
in the early days, yes,
LTE worked better. Verizon is still doing DSS 5G in Washington D.C. DSS.
Well, it seemed to me like they've got most of the kinks out. They got the kinks out in the DSS in my market. Thank God, because it used to be horrible. But I guess they've tweaked it and got it working right. As long as you're near a site that has CBRS on it, you're okay.
Hey, that's one thing that they're doing in DC is a lot of CBRS and LAA. I mean, they got CBRS and LAA is on fire in DC for Verizon.
You had to say that dirty word.
Sorry.
Hey, man, that's like food stamps for Spectrum. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Can't buy nothing but food with it. Can't get no toilet paper.
Spectrum.
Yeah, that's food stamp Spectrum, man.
God, leave no radio. But yeah, man. Hey, look, I think that being that progressive is good for the company. That's just how I look at it. Now, the speed at which they decide to do it, I don't know. I think that you should wait.
We want it done, but I'm saying finish one of your existing projects first. How about that?
That's true.
Well, I keep adding more sticks in the fire, and the damn fire's choking to death, and you just throwing stuff on top of it, and you
man, I want to see that 3-carrier aggregation on my phone. That's what I want to see.
And remember, what are you going to do differently?
What am I going to do differently? I mean, I've said this to multiple people, even you. Like 5G is not meant for us per se. It's meant for the carrier. It's not meant for us.
You're not the engineer.
No, I'm not an engineer.
What's they got to do to anything?
It's just cool because everybody keeps calling me the RF engineer. That's all.
What's that's all it is. That people really believe engineers are making these decisions. Y'all give engineers too much credit. Y'all give engineers too much credit when something's good, and y'all give them too much blame when something's bad, not realizing half the stuff they do is financial decisions made in another department. Y'all better quit bring all this engineer crap into the conversation. Because if you ever talk to an engineer, you figure out they don't really know what they're doing neither.
That's true.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because
hey, look. At the end of the day, like somebody like a Neville Ray is pretty much already mapping out which direction they want the network to head in. I mean, what he said at Mobile World Congress, I didn't see that as being crazy. That's just me. I mean,
well, no, the fact that, but like I said, did he say word for word nothing but Band 12 left? Because if he, I doubt he said that. I doubt he said that with his mouth.
That's what Tyrone reported on.
I didn't say what Tyrone said. I said what was Neville's exact words. I want the transcript.
I didn't hear the tape.
You see, and you took the bait. You see what I'm talking about?
Hey.
Neville Wade probably said LTE's dead, and everybody said, "Oh my God, that means he's taking everything off." See how people do? They just run with stuff, man. We got to stop doing that, bro. We're grown men, dog. We can't be letting gossip run our news and facts.
Look, I am giving the man the benefit of the doubt. Okay,
you can't get nobody, not even your own mama.
I love my mama. I love my mama.
You can love all you want, but you know what? Believe half of what you half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Man,
I swear, I guarantee you. You think Neverway really went into that thing talking to people who don't know nothing about cellular technology and said the exact words? We're going to leave nothing but Band 12 on there.
That's why
They was like, you know what they were thinking to themselves? What the heck is Band 12? They don't know what.
Okay, wait, hold on a second, hold on the radio. Those literally, it's called Mobile World Congress. If you go to that, you have
heard
to
world,
have a certain semblance.
You heard world, right? You do realize the bands are different in every country. That means
true.
a whole lot to nobody.
But no radio, that's insulting for people that still have good LTE phones.
That ain't my problem. They can cry to their mama about
LTE
that.
Phones?
Cry to your mama.
Oh, hey, Brandon, who cares about them LTE phones, man?
They're still good phones.
To do what? Take they
then go
snapshot.
That nobody cares, Brandon.
But no radio, a lot of them phones could do over 100 megs right now.
So they still can. So what's your point?
Guess what? They can't run the latest apps. If you want to order Uber, no, they can't. No, they cannot.
The iPhone 11.
No.
iPhone XS.
Go to the iPhone 6. You can't run. You can't run. You can't run Uber. You can't run Uber on the 6 or the 7 or the 8.
I'm sure you can run it on the 8.
Man, your phone will brick right now. It'd be like trying to load and it'd be like taking forever. Your Uber driver will be sitting outside before you hit
8 still supports the iPhone 8 still supports iOS 16.
Yeah, and it probably runs slow as molasses.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, show me one otherwise.
Hey, I will tell you one thing. There is an article that says Uber app keeps crashing on iPhone 7.
Yeah, because it doesn't work on the 16 doesn't work on the 7.
Hey, I'm just saying that's a good LTE phone.
But Brandon over here talking about them phones still good though.
Hey, we didn't say they were bad, but at the same time, like we can't base the world around the oldest phones in the network.
I mean, if you have an iPhone 5, you're cheap.
Look, Brandon, look at our government. It's run by a bunch of boomers, and look how great they're doing the job.
Exactly. Most of them are still on LTE phones.
But my point is, them LTE phones is the boomers now. Them are the boomers.
Some of them people are still on Razor phones, bro.
No, radio. I would bet you anything. A good amount of people that went to the Super Bowl, probably over 30% of them had LTE phones.
Nah, I don't believe that.
No,
nah, I don't believe that one. Dog, sorry.
Look. Hey, look. When I drive around in DC. Man, these little politicians, dog, they have their secretary making the phone calls for them. They don't even have their last phone was a Razor phone, the Motorola Razor, and we're not talking about the new one where it's all touchscreen either. Just keep that in mind.
Hey, but old phones need to die just like these old boomers need to die. I said it.
Golly, stop saying that.
Hey, that means the boomers gonna hate the channel. Maybe they'll go out and fix some of this stuff they broke and then blame it on us.
This is to all my old people that like watches my channel. He don't mean that. This is for
the old people that still wearing gold watches. You got gold watch. You probably a boomer.
No, really, they're about to go and pawn that watch because they're not getting on social no more.
Wow.
That's how you spot a boomer when they got actual yellow gold jewelry on. You know that's a boomer, man.
What's the next article?
So how about this one?
You wear golf clothes every day, but you don't play golf.
So I have a question. It's about
Mint
Samsung. No, hey, look. I'll talk about Mint Mobile.
We're gonna get there, Brandon.
Matter of fact, let's talk about that one. Let's talk about that. Because,
it's still in the same umbrella.
We minty fresh.
The Mint Mobile. Here we go. So, Mint Mobile gets acquired by T-Mobile, which Mint Mobile runs on T-Mobile, for $1.35 billion. Now, the question at hand is, does it really matter?
Nope.
Y'all are evil. Hold on a second. What's going on, Red? How you doing? What's the actual reason that people claim AT&T is an iPhone network? Yeah, iPhone started on AT&T. And what the reason? Oh, so side tangent. The reason why is because the iPhone debuted on AT&T, which AT&T developed a whole pay structure around the iPhone
Yeah, they literally optimized their network for iPhones.
for iPhone only.
So to the point that even features like certain features like Wi-Fi calling and voice over LTE were available on iPhones first on AT&T before Android.
Yeah, which is the reason why everybody keeps saying it's the iPhone network.
Yeah, that's why. So
yeah, there's some back history about that too, man. That a lot of people don't really know.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Wi-Fi calling didn't work on non-iPhones and on AT&T's network until like 2018. People seem to forget that.
Mm.
Well, I ain't gonna say it wasn't. No, not 18. It was like 2016, 17. Yeah.
So we got here T-Mobile and Mint Mobile hugging it out. Ryan Reynolds is about to become another rich man again.
Cringe.
But hey, look, my take on this is I just think that T-Mobile is like, yo, we're gonna be the bottom of the barrel for everybody, and that's how they're planning on building their network for.
I mean, they're trying to be like their big brother.
Oh, you talking about Verizon?
Yeah, they're going out buying all their daggum MVNOs. So
hey, wait, what was it? What was the one they bought?
They bought Visible, and
yeah.
they bought what's the other one that they bought? All the track phone stuff, which is now
the track phone, which is all total by Verizon.
Total by Verizon, yeah, man. They want to be like their big brother, man.
Track phone, poor track phone. My first phone was a track phone.
And this just begs for me to say, people always say that these carriers so-calledly, they save so much money by having the MBOs just take the customers. And why are they buying the MVNOs?
Because they threaten their business model. That's why.
Yeah, but just remember, right? Have you not heard that speech getting given? Oh, when they go to Spectrum Mobile or Xfinity Mobile, they still get the income, but they don't have to deal with the customers. If they really believe that, then why are they buying MVNOs?
Hey, because
they
want them dollars.
A great man said, "Don't watch what carriers say, watch what they do." And what they keep doing is buying MVNOs. So that tells me that being out of the house is not what they want.
No, it's not. They want them in the house. And with Mint Mobile finally probably starting to make some money, and Ryan Reynolds on I can tell you on YouTube, I started seeing him way more on YouTube on like pre-roll commercials. So like, if you don't have a Prime account, premium account on YouTube, I saw him a lot.
Hey, I want to get a hashtag Mint Mobile in the comment section. Ryan, if you're listening, brother, we sure love a sponsorship, dog.
Oh, I would love it.
We down.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm planning on doing a side-by-side comparison. So I'm gonna do the side-by-side for Mint Mobile and T-Mobile, so you can see what the what the service look like.
Yeah.
So that's my next plan. So after I get some of these videos out of the pipeline, and that's the next thing I'm gonna end up doing is gonna be Mint Mobile and seeing what the service look like. I know T-Mobile, not T-Mobile, but I know No Radio. You did Mint Mobile for a little bit.
Yep. I did Mint Mobile.
Well, how much was the unlimited plan?
If you buy it, it changes based on how much you buy. If you remember,
right?
They have quarterly plans.
Well, because I'm only going to buy a month, so
I think certain members of the community can get you a discount for the month.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I want to find out is what the service looks like over a month.
So it's $30 a month. $30 a month. If you do 3 months, it's $90 for 3 months.
Okay.
It gives you 35 gigs of priority data, and then you know what happens after that. It's depriority time.
Now, you said that when you did it deprioritized hard.
Yeah, it deprioritize hard. Yes, it does. which is why I'm hoping at the very least, if T-Mobile ever introduces network slicing, that they do a little bit more creative with this. Just be a little bit more creative with this. I think that there's a better way
Wait,
to do
doesn't
this.
wait. Doesn't AT&T do network slicing on MVNOs? Because isn't it like 75 megabits
No,
cap?
nobody has network slicing turned on yet.
Nobody has it yet.
It's not turned on. You can actually see if it's on or not on the Android. It's not turned on any of them. Not actual network slicing.
But
But
anyways,
see, the QCI system is
Yeah,
basically a crude way of doing network slicing.
yeah.
Your phone, like the problem with LTE, and this is the reason why I'm an advocate for T-Mobile to finally get away from it, is LTE could never do network slicing, which it technically doesn't. Like even for Verizon and AT&T, if you put a whole bunch of people on one tower, the tower basically just starts slicing it up according to who's on the tower. So once you get to like 100,000 people, they basically just divide the spectrum up amongst 100,000 people. But on 5G, it could literally go, you're on the tower, but you're not going to see all that spectrum. I mean, your phone sees it, but you're not going to get all the juice. Like we're not going to let you get all that juice at all. And that's that's one of the reasons why I think that T-Mobile is rushing to 5G as fast as they are, because then they could put a Mint Mobile up there and be like, hey, you know what? Right next to the Connect plans they have, which don't that seem a little weird? They have Mint Mobile and now they're gonna have Connect.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems so odd. They got their Connect section that's gonna be right there with Mint Mobile, and then whoever else they plan on because I think this is Mint Mobile and another carrier also for 1.35. That's just weird.
Yeah,
But
because technically what we have now is technically a form of QoS.
yes, it's an
Whereas
aggressive
network
version of
slicing is
QoS.
it's not a QoS. So essentially,
So
for example, with network slicing, it's so intelligent, it can just put video traffic into a certain amount of spectrum and leave it there. It can intelligently divide different types of data versus just setting exact speed limits on certain data.
so
To the
Red
point that
says
it can do it intelligently versus
yes,
randomly.
and without
Yeah.
having a micromanager, you could just set it and forget it.
Well, I mean, it's micromanaging itself essentially.
Right.
So if it knows, so for example, if it knows everybody's watching a 4K video, right now it limits it by data, the amount of speed it pulls.
Right.
But with network slicing, it'll literally deal cards so nobody gets buffer. It'll intelligently deal to each phone to figure out the exact moment we need to give you a little bit more data so it can slice it up. Whereas now it just goes, hey, you get 5 megs. That's what you got.
You get. I mean, like that's one of the reasons why, like, if you like, what was it when I was doing the Metro line, and I would run the speed test at the same time, it did like the Metro line would take second fiddle to the Metro line. I mean, to my higher priority line, and it would do it hard. I mean, it would be like where I was getting maybe 400 or 500 megs on Metro, it would drop down to like 100. It was a hard hit. So I don't know. Hey,
Apparently,
look.
supposedly network slicing goes all the way down to application layer, meaning every individual app will be sliced differently. Like it can go that far. It's crazy. If you actually start reading about it.
Oh, I did. Yes.
It can go, hey, Uber likes this.
Yep.
This
and
is how
it will
often
only
Uber
and it will
queries
only
data.
give Uber the amount of data that it needs to operate.
Yeah, it'll go, hey, how often does Uber check the server? And it goes, so Uber checks the server every this many milliseconds, and it'll literally time the network to feed data based on Uber's time. Like it's deep. It's really deep.
YouTube says that, hey, with the setting that it's currently using, it can do 1080p reliably at this megahertz. I mean, not megahertz, but this data, boom. You can literally have 100,000 people looking at YouTube at the same time, and the network won't spike.
Yep.
So
Remember, this is what it's supposed to do. We ain't saying what it's going to be like when it launches.
we're talking about T-Mobile here. It's going to
It's
be
going to be a bumpy
approved.
road at first.
It's bumpy. It's a it's a dirt road right now.
It's going to be a roller coaster. Is what you're saying?
They still trimming the trees. We have some stumps on. There's some stumps in the road. But hey, look. So Red says here, I guess he's still talking about his iPhone. So I have the 14 Pro Max on AT&T with a 23 Ultra, get better or more bars in my area. You know what?
Bars don't matter.
Bars don't matter, but
They don't.
But here's the thing: the Snapdragon do a lot more intelligent signal processing that I've seen, where the iPhone just be like, yeah. If it don't like what it sees, it just drops it. It'd be like, no, I'm good. You know, the Android phones be like, oh, I can see that tower. It's just out of reach, but I might be able to try. iPhones be like, I don't see it. Sorry.
Remember, I told you, Keon, when I had the iPhone, I was testing it on both Verizon and T-Mobile. And the one thing I noticed is that I would get searching for signal in front of a tower, random as crap, on the iPhone.
What?
And I'm trying to remember the last time I seen searching for signal on my Android ever. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm right in front of the tower. Yeah, it literally. I think I told the guys that before. But I was blaming it on Verizon at that time. But you know, because I don't think it was happening on T-Mobile, but on Verizon, man, that damn iPhone 13 Pro Max would just go searching for signal. I'm like, I'm standing in front of the tower. What do you mean searching for signal? And then it goes, oh, I'm here.
Like, wow.
Like, are you okay? Where'd you go?
do you need a moment?
Yeah, it's like it couldn't make its mind up about what to do with the tower. That's what it seemed like. Which it could have just been, software, and it might have fixed that by now. But I was getting a lot of searching for signal randomly.
I just think that if when Apple trying to move away from Qualcomm, are we going to see more of that, or are we going to see less of that? Because it's one of those like, oh, I know the reason why you don't want to be paying Qualcomm no more, but are you ready? Are you really ready? So hold on one second. Let me get rid of this. I know Brandon's getting ready to leave me, so before he gets ready to go, I got 2 articles I want him to talk about real quick.
Actually, I'm not going anywhere.
Really? Well, that's good.
But what?
All right, so we talked about this one. And
I was gonna say, I think T-Mobile is gonna rebrand Mint Mobile to Mint by T-Mobile. They're gonna do quarterly plans through there.
I mean that wouldn't be a bad thing to do.
That's not a far jump. I mean, that
is not a far jump.
That's pretty basic, yeah.
All right, Brandon. So we're going into your wheelhouse now, sir.
Oh, the
Netflix, baby. Let's go. We're going into your wheelhouse now, sir. So, we talked about this subject also.
Let me mute my mic.
Oh, okay. So, I feel differently about this. Some people and analysts are seeing this differently also, but you said that a lot of people are going to be angry with Netflix. People paying people. We need to make sure that we add a caveat to this. Paying people are like going to be angry that they can't password share. What say you right now?
Wait, what?
Do you think that people in general, even the paying people, are going to be mad because they can't password share anymore?
Of course, it's inconvenient.
For who? For people who are freeloaded?
I think you're misusing the word inconvenient.
Edmund, okay, I'm gonna give you a good example. Let's say you and your brother were sharing the same Netflix account.
Uh,
And your brother forgot to pay you each month for that for his
my brother is
portion.
probably not. My brother's probably not paying me nothing. He just
That
riding for
exactly,
free.
exactly. That's my
Okay,
point.
and then
What's they got
now
to do
that
with convenience?
right.
Even like but my point is that if they were to make an upgraded, I mean an add-on where you could let's just say they make an any stream, meaning that any device stream as an add-on, and Edmund's brother is like, come on, brother, hook me up. You know, you got the same blood and everything, and stuff like that. There, people are not gonna want to cash app you $7, $8 a month.
Okay,
I mean,
but
they
Yeah,
Brandon,
but
will,
you
but
people are
they'll probably
already. But
forget.
Brandon, you're describing something people are already doing. That ain't gonna be a new thing. People are already
no,
doing that. People are already
Brandon.
splitting subscriptions. What you talking
Look,
about?
look, look. My thing
Them.
is this: is no Netflix has a problem. Okay, everybody like the same problem Verizon has. Everybody wants their network, but nobody want to pay them. Same thing with
Yep.
Netflix. Everybody wants the Netflix, but they want the password to the Netflix, but they don't want to pay Netflix. So now they're like, "Yo, they basically saying F you, pay me." And
The reality is they
the
really
people
have
who
like 3 times the subs that they show. They have 3 times the subscribers than what they actually show
right.
because
So
the other 2/3 ain't paying.
my take on it is this: is the people who are already paying, like I am, we're not going anywhere. Where am I
Yeah,
going?
it don't mean shit to me.
So they decided to implement password sharing. It's not going to hurt me.
It just
It
means that
hurts those who are freeloaded.
just means my mother-in-law can't freeload it no more. That's about it.
So the outrage that I was hearing amongst like you guys the other night, I'm like, but the people who won't pay, and you don't get to say so.
You
You
complain
don't
about
get
some
a
free
chance to
shit.
say nothing.
If you're paying for your Netflix, why would you care? I mean, I get that part too. It's if you're the one getting the free password, you're the one that's hurt.
You see
I
this
mean,
as
all
a
I'm saying is,
downside.
I
And
mean,
let's be
all I'm
real. People are watching on mobile devices. It's only going to hit people that's actually using their TVs in separate houses. From what
Yeah,
I've seen, the whole new generation, they don't even watch regular TVs. They watch everything on their damn phone, including Netflix. So guess what? Nothing changes on the phones and tablets. It's
that's
just
true.
TVs and separate addresses. That's it. And most of them
Yep.
are like the old, like it's like you said, it's a brother or it's a grandma or somebody that's sharing the password. Sorry, grandma, I gotta get you on Netflix. That's what it is.
already what you talking about. They watch the QVC.
What I'm telling you is the person who's paying was already paying. They ain't gonna unsubscribe because their grandma ain't getting it free no more.
That's true.
And so I don't see the subscribers going anywhere. It's just a bunch of
I mean,
freeloaders
I mean,
complaining.
I'm gonna be honest. I see the subscribers going down, but I see them coming back.
Yeah, they ain't going. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
of
more
course
realistic.
you're gonna
Yeah,
see a dip because all them people are not gonna be there no more, and all of a sudden you get you're gonna get that downturn. But guess what? Those if those people really love Netflix, they're either going to find a way to get back on somebody's account, or they're gonna wait for like let's say a cellular carrier comes up with like, hey, get Netflix on us, and you can share passwords.
yeah.
Like it will be some
Well,
type
I
of
mean,
feature like
Verizon
that,
recently announced that they're giving away Netflix free for a year
right?
Oh yeah.
in the 4K stream.
And that's great. I mean, the thing is I think that Netflix is gonna have to step up their game basically to get them people back. So, like, let's say that you still only want to get, if my brother still wants to only get Netflix through me, yeah, I would have to pay an extra premium as a add-on. You know what I mean? Like a share add-on to get
Yeah,
to be
that's
able
what
to
they're gonna
share it.
that's what they're gonna do.
And then it's gonna be like how many people you want to share. Then it's gonna be like share add-on times 3, share add-on times 4, share add-on times 5. It's probably gonna be something like that.
Because I
And
know
let's be
Hulu.
real. People got that shit on automatic. It ain't
Yeah,
like because you didn't send me the cash app this month that the Netflix bill ain't gonna get paid. Like
that's
it ain't
true.
that serious, dog.
Yo, I paid mine through my T-Mobile bill. I haven't seen a Netflix bill yet
And if anything,
for the
what they just
last
have
couple years.
they'll have an alternate log on. Basically, they'll get their own alternate log on, and they'll probably do something like limit how many accounts they can have. For
Right.
example, like on a main one, there's something weird going on, but I'll talk about that later. But I'm guessing the add-on accounts will only get one profile, probably.
Yeah,
It'll be like,
that's
hey,
why I assume.
extra $2-3, one profile per
And
device.
and they might limit to only like 1080p. You're not gonna.
I
Wait,
don't think they'll go that far, Keon. I don't think they
I
go
don't
that far.
know, man.
wait,
Because you already going
I
to
have
have
to
a.
say something.
Mhm.
What's up?
Netflix, well, I mean, there are some few articles that were saying that in a few countries, Netflix is actually decreasing their pricing.
Yeah, but that's
So,
because
so
everybody does though. YouTube does the same thing. YouTube is cheaper in certain countries. Same thing.
no, I'm saying like they no, like no, like they actually raised. I mean, the pricing went up, but then it went back down.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's what Brandon just said right here. So
You
password
got to follow
crackdown
market.
may force Netflix to slash prices overseas.
Yeah. So what they'll probably end up doing is they might slash the prices a little bit here in the States, and basically it might end up being balancing the same price.
I don't see them bringing it down too much. What they gonna do? Bring it down
No, I
$1?
know. No, I'm saying like maybe like $2 or $3, but that's it.
Well, but here's the thing though, Brandon. If they did that and they bought it down $2-3, and then they just charge you $2 or $3 to add a count on, then that's the same as them not changing the damn price and letting you stream it for free anyway.
Yeah, but here's
See
the
the
thing.
point?
Yeah, I
But I
get
mean,
that,
that's what they're doing
but
in
no
other
radio,
countries. No
but no
radio, and it
radio.
doesn't make
Well,
sense.
no, but once again, technically, they're not doing any kind of add-ons yet, even in the other countries. So that you can't use that in the same argument.
But no radio. It's about making those millions of people accountable. How do you count somebody who's on a free account? Like it shows them as a profile, but they don't register as a paying customer. See what I'm saying? So you have, let's say you have
Yeah, but all that does is just
150 million
show you got
customers.
subs.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
mean,
just
if
shows
you
you
have
got
150
subscribers.
million people that pay you, but you also got another 150 million people that freeload. So how do you account for them that other 150 million? I mean, it's basically if you tack on, you lower the price, but you tack on that lowered price with the
I
add-on
mean,
feature.
technically, Keon, they could never show their actual subs, even if they did that, because most houses have more than one person living in them. It ain't like cell
That's
phones where every line in the house, they can say total activations. You
that's
see what I'm saying? It ain't the
I see what
same.
you're saying. Yeah.
So they still won't be accurate.
But
But let's be real. You gonna tell me that they don't have an algorithm that looks at the MAC addresses? They can tell what their actual
of course they
household count.
do.
Exactly. So that's
Of
what I'm
course
saying.
they
They
see it.
don't. They can show that to investors and say, hey, we got this many accounts, but look how many actual MAC addresses we're serving. Like our products want it. They don't need that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And there's 209 million global subscribers.
Good God.
Mm-hmm. Just want to throw that out there.
So they'll lose like 50 million subscribers if when this
I don't
password thing go in effect.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Kia.
Mm.
I think it's a whole bunch of people blowing smoke, and the main one crying is people who ain't paying, like you said. The person who already got it on auto pay ain't about to go outrage because his brother can't cheat off of him anymore to get it.
I can't believe that I cannot game the system again.
Most people on autopay probably never look at their statements anyway.
Exactly.
I haven't. Look. The only time I have a problem is when I can't log into Netflix. That's the only problem I have. And it'll be like, I know I entered the phone number, or I know I entered my email address correctly. What's going on? That's the only time I have a problem.
I think Netflix is safe. Everybody's gonna be mad and they ain't gonna do nothing.
Man.
Meanwhile, Paramount is not doing password sharing because they're still dying.
Oh no, they merged
Password
into
sharing.
Showtime.
Password sharing wouldn't have saved them.
But
Okay?
Showtime is no popular than any of them.
Stars is the only one actually doing anything on the regular network.
Star, look, and 56 is basically holding Stars up by what the sheer will.
Do you know how many shows he actually has? Because he just signed a new deal with Fox. He has over 20 plus shows that he's over now.
God,
you gonna tell me that that Stars ain't going? 20 plus shows that he's officially over. Yeah, and it ain't just Stars anymore. He signed a contract with Fox where he has to show Fox everything first before he takes it anywhere else, but he can still take it other places if Fox doesn't.
Wow, so Fox locked him down.
They locked him down because they see what he's doing at Stars.
God.
Yes,
The
sir.
man's making money. Hey, look, you can't deny him. The man's making money. He's the ultimate troll, but he's making money though.
And I think I seen he has the what is it? He has the top four shows on TV. Period. Right now.
I do want to start. I do want to see Ghost, and I do want to see those. I just haven't buckled down and started looking at it yet.
From what I've heard, that the only thing that's even close is Yellowstone, and I don't even watch Yellowstone.
I didn't even know that was a show. Hold up, what?
Right, people love Yellowstone. You know, apparently it is. I hadn't watched it yet, but apparently Yellowstone is the other one. They're the one they got a multiverse now too, because Star Wars has the power thing is a multiverse now at this point.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, see, exactly. It's a multiverse now. And now apparently Yellowstone has a multiverse, but I don't know. I'm gonna start watching it and find out.
All right, so I have to give credence. I gotta give respect to Brandon because he made the call and he called us way before anybody else did.
What was it?
So YouTube raised prices.
Oh yeah, we knew this.
Now, as a YouTube TV subscriber, I'm not outraged, but I kind of expected it. Something was coming. I kind of look. I didn't think that they might do it, but apparently, once they acquired NFL, they were like, "Yo, look, our chain hang low."
I keep trying to tell people these companies ain't your friend.
Hey,
y'all.
Everybody told me, "Oh man, y'all gonna die. Don't nobody want cable no more. Y'all too high. Y'all raised the prices." I was like, "Okay, holler at me in a few years." Look at streaming doing the same thing, dog.
Hey, so Brandon, go ahead, take your victory lap, sir. I acknowledge that you were right about this one, and I bow down to your greatness right now. So
all hail Brandon.
All hail Brandon. You the one that called it.
I'm gonna go on record on something.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going more expensive before the year ends.
Dang,
what?
He said another one.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going up more expensive this year.
He said,
another price hike?
Yes.
You're calling for another one.
No, the reason why I say that is because they're bringing multi-view onto YouTube TV, and obviously, if you're gonna watch all these channels at once, they're going to have to pay more for that licensing fee.
How do we know that that's not because of that price raise right now?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going at $80.
I don't know, man. I mean, and then
if you really think about it, the locals are killing them.
What?
Besides who? Disney.
Killing who? T-Mobile? I mean, not T-Mobile. YouTube TV works with locals. Like they literally.
But the locals
if you move around
financially.
I don't know, man. What was it? What was the name of that other big broadcasting agent? No. That's another one that did only sports. They went bankrupt. It was that
Valley Sports, but they don't. But Valley, they don't have their channels.
They went bankrupt.
They don't have Valley Sports channels on there.
No, but why would you need when you could just talk to MLB directly?
Yeah, but they don't have regional sports on YouTube TV, and if they do, it's only the NBC sports networks in like Chicago Bay Area or.
I'm just saying, it's expensive to pay companies like Game Creek.
Yeah.
If you know what Game Creek is.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds bad.
They're the ones that do all the live feeds for most of these sporting events.
Oh wow!
They bring the big transfer truck, and the whole inside the truck is a freaking video production studio, and they got the satellite uplink and all that stuff, and the camera set up everywhere, and the robotic stuff.
So
and
basically, you say one of them trucks is basically like everything.
It is like legit. When you get a chance, look them up. Game Creek Video. When you get a chance. It's literally a TV studio inside of a transfer truck.
But the thing is, Edmund, that a lot of these networks are getting so freaking expensive that it's not even fun anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
because
man.
everybody wants their pound of flesh from everybody. That's what that is.
Hey,
And
I'm
then
just saying.
the cable companies are look. Technically speaking, the cable companies were saving us. If you really look at it, they were the ones that was keeping us safe. And nobody wanted to be underneath them no more. But in hindsight, is 2020. The cable companies wasn't really evolving either. The problem is
We
like,
couldn't though. We were slaves to
but
the networks. That's the thing.
but that's what I'm saying is y'all cable companies were protecting us from what we're seeing right now, but with you not evolving with the fact that like take me for example, I'm an Uber driver. I spend 7% of my time behind the wheel, but if I had cable, what am I paying cable for? If I'm not home to use it,
In case you get bored.
so no, but if I'm in the street and I'm like taking a break and I want to watch TV, I can pop on YouTube TV. But in certain cases, like let's say Comcast is like, oh well, guess what? Since you're away from your home Wi-Fi network, you can't watch this TV show on the go.
But
Like,
that's
Yeah, but
licensing
but
issues.
but yeah, that was because of a contract that was signed. So you got to realize if the original contract that you signed, say you signed a contract in 2012 with a company, and it's a 10-year contract with WeTV, and in the contract it does not say host streaming video. It don't say it, right? So now you
right?
can't do anything that's not in that contract. Literally can't do anything that's not in that contract word for word.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get certain channels you can't get outside the home. It's because it wasn't agreed upon in the original deal. They can't just do it now,
No, not only that, no radio, but
or they're going to get
sometimes certain.
sued.
Not only that, no radio, but certain programs are actually blocked from even being broadcast over the internet.
Yeah, and it's because of the same reason. That program
Yeah.
doesn't have that contract with that network. It's so
But
deep,
So
bro.
they
but
blacked it
that's
out
what
on
but that's what
YouTube.
I'm saying is YouTube TV would never be feasible if the cable companies were able to kind of shift and move a lot more freely. But if you care about just the contract alone, then yeah, all of a sudden somebody's going to come in and start eating your lunch, but they're going to start looking just like the cable companies of yesteryear,
Yeah, but
looking
guess
just
what's
exactly
happening?
the same.
YouTube TV is now probably having to keep raising these rates to pay back all this crap they're getting licensing for to stream everywhere. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. It's just catching up to you.
But
Hey,
Edmund, I mean, keep in mind if YouTube TV were to have the exact same channel lineup as Spectrum or Comcast or even the actual Direct TV, their pricing they would probably have multiple packages, and they probably would start off at $80, if not more,
it probably would.
Yeah.
But
and more
I'm
so
just
because you can't even do a contract.
but Brandon, the whole thing is there's not a coax cable long enough for me to drive around DC so I
Yeah.
can watch what I want to watch
But
when
Keon,
I want to watch
let me ask you a question. Do you got the horse racing channel?
it. No.
Do you have Encore Westerns?
All I'm saying is you're missing some channels too. So you couldn't stream it
Hey,
if you
hey,
wanted
hey,
to because you don't got them in the first place.
hey, look, I could barely watch TV as it is. I'm gonna worry about the horse channel right now.
I'm just saying, what if you're the
Shoot.
horse channel guy?
That's true.
He stuck with whatever he had because that's what he had to get it.
Hey, you know what? He's still paying cable companies right now for that horse channel.
Jesus.
I'm just look,
Or you know what? There's people right now that
TVG
will
channel.
literally there's there's a TVG too.
Yeah.
wow.
But there's some old people that would rather pay more money than to use a streaming service because they have access to remote with numbers.
Yeah, exactly right. It's true.
Hey, I
But they
don't know,
gonna die.
man. Hey, look.
They want to
First of
be able
all,
to go to channel
They gonna die though.
82.
first of all, no radio. Can we please stop talking about my constituents here? I might have some people that watch my YouTube channel, and you out here talking about they need to die. I need you to live life to the
Apparently,
fullest, people.
apparently, you want all your constituents to be ghosts.
Hey, look, I need their eyeballs of anything. Just leave your eyeballs on the counter and just have it watch TV. But here's the thing: I introduced YouTube TV to my aunt and my mom. They love it. It gets straight to the point. They can see all the channels they like. I mean, like understand, and
we're not gonna argue that. We're not gonna argue.
They're in the retirement age, man.
Yeah, but like I said, we're not arguing that. We're just saying they're no different than cable in the long run, and they will fall. They will fall and succumb to all the problems cable has, just like they're continuing to do now. As soon as you got to realize it, as soon as they become viable, these TV channels want to start. Oh, y'all doing good over there. Yeah, renegotiate. We want more money. They did the same thing they did to the cable company. That's what happened, bro.
I mean,
That's
look,
why I keep saying, Edmund, that before the year ends, I wouldn't be surprised if they go around $80.
Let one of them contracts run out, Keon, and then all of a sudden one of these channels that's like, what is it like? Oh God, what's the name of one of these companies? Brandon, know what I mean? Like, there'll
Comcast,
there'll be 25 Foxes, like, and they're all got the same owner type of situation. Let one of them contracts run out, and all of a sudden everybody's pricing going up.
I do agree, but then on top of that, YouTube TV is very aggressive with their negotiations. Though they'll let
everybody
a channel die,
but everybody does that.
Everybody does that quick.
Everybody does that, Keon. That ain't new.
And then remember the guy Roger Edner said that Google does not make any money off YouTube TV. They literally only want the customer data.
That customer data must mean a lot to them right now. Then, I mean, look, for them to go into the deal for the Sunday ticket, that's a lot of money for data, man.
Oh yeah,
$2 billion. That's nothing to sneeze at. I know what is that? $2 billion. It's not. That's $2 billion for what? The next 5 or 7 years now.
But you got to remember, Keon, is YouTube TV ain't the product. You are.
Oh, I always know that I'm the product. They're always trying to upsell me.
You're the product,
exactly.
Sir. And as soon as you realize you're the product, you see that the product that you're buying is a joke.
You the customer and you don't even know it.
Hey, look. I like YouTube TV, man.
I
don't know about anybody else.
You don't need to prove it good, Keon. You just gotta just admit that it ain't no different than cable. It really ain't.
Hey. Understand something. When I tell people this, when I wanted to watch, my TNT on the go, I got told I couldn't do it. And you see that message too many times. You're not on your home Wi-Fi network. You're not on your home Wi-Fi network
on Comcast.
No, for a while there you couldn't. That's the reason why a lot of people
was one of their first channels to stream outside the home.
Yeah, but you had to have the app. You had to have the app, sir.
The Xfinity Stream app.
And then on top of that, the app didn't work very well. So like when
you're saying you had to have like a standalone TNT app? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you had to have the standalone TNT app to do it.
That's stupid.
We're not even talking about the app from Comcast or whatever other cable company.
One thing that I will say that I like about Comcast is that if I'm taking a flight or I'm going to somewhere where I don't have an internet connection, I could actually download my recordings on my phone. And that's something that YouTube TV charges $10 extra.
You can do that now.
They charge you $10 extra, or it used to be $20.
Wait. What do you mean they charge you extra?
So in order to download the YouTube DVR recording, you have to have that 4K plan.
But hold on, sir. Wait. I'd like to correct something. You don't never download anything. Everything is cloud DVR.
But I'm saying if you don't have
when you don't have internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keanu, I got TNT outside the home built into my Spectrum app. So
yeah, I do too.
What else? What's another one? Give me another one. I'll tell you if you can outside the home or not. I got the Wi-Fi turned off. What's another station?
What was it?
BET.
You said BET.
Wow. He said BET.
Yes, BET works outside the home on Spectrum now. Sure does.
What about TV One?
Let's see. TV One. Well, BT is playing Django right now.
Django Unchained.
You said TV One. I don't watch that shit, but that was. Let me see if I.
What's going on, Gene?
TV One.
Let me find out. Y'all don't have that channel.
No, we had it. I just don't know where it's at because I don't watch TV.
Hey, look, Gene said
TV One works outside the home too, Brandon.
Have y'all ever heard of Friendly TV streaming service?
Yes, it's $7 or $8 a month, and it gives you 40 channels that old people watch.
Wow, Brandon. Tell me how you
Hey,
really
keeps
feel.
it real. What else? Give me another one, y'all.
Oh,
What doesn't stream outside the home on Comcast right now?
well, here's the thing. All the major channels like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and all those, they stream outside of it now. But before they didn't.
They stream all of them.
They stream now.
The only channels that don't stream outside the home are mainly most of the locals like CW, network TV, and PBS.
So at the moment, I can do Fox outside the home, NBC outside the home, CBS and ABC outside the home. CW doesn't work outside the home.
Yeah, CW
Hey,
doesn't work outside.
And
UNC
TV does it.
Kate brings up a perfect one. What about MTV? The
It
classic.
MTV, yes.
MTV does.
Oh, he said MTV Classic.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
at the house.
I don't know
because we all know Kate loves
yes, it
classic,
does.
boy.
Here you go, Kate.
So all of the Paramount Viacom channels stream outside the home.
Just for UK, well, MTV.
Because I know that what was it? Comedy Central was one of the early adopters, breaking away to be able to stream too.
So when MTV, Nickelodeon, all those streamed online, Comedy Central was also one of them too.
Here it's like weirdo stations that don't stream, like Reels. Who watches Reels channel? Really? Let's see.
Well, that channel is actually is actually growing because they started to put that show Life Patrol on there.
So hold on. So Gene says watching TV is becoming expensive. Yes.
Yeah, of course it is, man.
Very expensive.
Have you seen an actor's salary? You act like you paying for Walmart cashiers to act out scenes.
A service that gives you a good amount of channels is Philo.
They spending $400 million on movies. What do you think the licensing is to a station to play it?
They need to quit going after these high paid actors, man. That's what they needed there. All them people that's been looking for work, you go get the high paid one.
Yeah, listen, Ken. I don't want the movies to look like them bootleg black movies on Amazon Prime. Okay, I don't.
Oh shit.
Hey man, there's some good bootleg movies there, man.
No, it ain't, dog. Like the Plug Love, really? Plug Love. That's
no. See, no. That means the script was bad in the first place.
The actors was even worse than the script. The script was better than that.
So Gene says CW has sports channel now.
So
what are they playing? Ultimate arm wrestling?
Wow.
Slap fighting.
Hey, was it Children's the Donnas? He was showing all those slap fighting. Yeah. Yo,
so the CW is actually getting ready to change their programming sometime this year. It's not going to attract the teenagers anymore. It's going to attract people in their 40s and 50s and beyond.
Teenagers don't watch TV anyway. They don't watch live TV.
They don't.
Growing up. That's why.
Bro, y'all. So just guess what? So look, live TV is going the route. Get ready for it. It's going the route of a satellite phone. In the future, ain't nobody gonna have it because nobody cares about live TV anymore. Sorry.
Well,
they don't.
Only news. Only news. And you guess what? The news stations are going to go independent and have their own streaming. Live TV is already dead. Only thing keeping it alive is people over the age of freaking 40. And most of them are not doing it either. They're still binge watching like the rest of us.
So, no radio. Then let me ask you this question. So, do you not think that there might be something to live television in the future? Like where everybody can have, like, take Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones was the last thing that HBO had where everybody was huddling around watching it together in real time.
Guess what? I would bet money that more people watch it after the fact, streaming after the fact.
No, I did. Yeah. I know I did it.
That's my point. I did it. Here's the other problem too. Most of these stations, the stream is available before the live even plays.
Hold on one second. Mr. Steve Mobile Tech. What's going on, sir? How you doing, sir?
Stream's available at midnight, and the live don't play till 9 p.m. that evening. So tell me, why would I wait till 9 p.m. when I can go ahead and stream it at midnight or anytime after midnight?
Oh, I'm not saying 50 megs is all you need, sir. Hold on one second. Side tangent. Sneed's homie tower is getting reduced in megs.
Sounds good. You should love it. Use it. Use it. Fiber you got. Why do you care?
Oh no,
What carrier?
on T-Mobile. That's what you just said. They're reducing the megahertz. Yeah, hey, look. Understand something. Game of Thrones was the shit, dog.
But
Look,
what I'm saying, Keon,
like
is
it or
you
not,
said live. People, but I could watch it.
yes.
I could literally watch it like 11 hours before you by streaming it. Why would I wait?
No. But what I'm saying is that idea of being able to everybody huddle around and watch the same thing.
That's gone. That's dead.
But the only you got the Super Bowl and different things like that.
You got
But
the news
the thing
and
is,
sport
to be
event.
able
people,
but
people don't want. It's not like a sporting event or whatever where people get all together 8 o'clock at night and watch the big
Yeah.
show or anything
no,
like that
people
anymore.
were
It's
doing that.
But Keon, not even it ain't- Keon. Okay, then if you really believe that, call your local pizza place and tell me if they orders really spike like they do for a Super Bowl for a Game of Thrones episode. They
I
don't.
don't know,
or a
man.
boxing
Look.
fight.
It ain't
I
even
can tell you.
close.
I can tell you this much. So me and my wife, we were watching Game of Thrones when it was airing in real time. The memes are hilarious, dog.
I know.
You in
But you-
watching Game of Thrones and the memes in the real
But
time
this was
is
before
beyond
HBO.
hilarious.
But
Now,
Keon, let's just be real. What generation was really watching Game of Thrones heavily? It was people over a certain age. Let's not act like the 15-year-olds was out here going crazy for Game of Thrones at on time every day. And the 16-year-olds and the 17-year-olds, they were not, bro.
That.
It was old people who are used to watching stuff that way.
Yeah,
The next generation don't do that, bro. The next generation catches it at midnight, and you ain't watching it until the next day. I'm on Facebook ruining it for you because you wait until 9, and I'm on Facebook talking shit about the episode already.
Yo, I'm look right now.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong because guess what I'm doing right now for the Mandalorian. I'm literally not watching it because I want to binge watch the whole thing.
My point exactly, sir.
But
and you know what's crazy, Edmund? A lot of these channels, they'll be like, set your DVR because they know that people aren't watching that shit live.
They know they're not watching it. Yo, my look, Keon, one of my best friends, whenever Empire was like a newest show on Fox, they would literally be like, oh yeah, the Empire's recording right now. We're gonna wait till it go off so we can watch it.
Because they don't want to watch the commercials.
They don't want to watch the commercials, dog. They don't care about that live crap.
Man, Gene says his cable bill is $211 a month. That's expensive. Look, I just said it earlier. The cable companies were actually holding the dam back, but they just didn't move fast enough.
Who's your cable provider, Gene?
He probably means his. Wait a minute, Gene, doesn't Gene? So he's saying just for TV, he's paying $200 something a month.
I think this is cable. I think that this is TV.
That sounds like a bundle.
Yeah, that's a bundle.
Don't he have? I thought Gene was a Gene that was using T-Mobile Home Internet, or is that the wrong person?
No, I don't think he was using home internet. T-Mobile Home Internet.
Yeah, I mean, if you say your cable bill, you got to deduct your internet cost from that price, sir. You can't put it together. Then you
know that's probably going to be like at least 100, if not 120.
The internet alone is probably $80 minimum of the cost.
Oh, that's
dependent.
Oh, he said that's internet and phone.
See, so the phone's $20-something right there. So your cable's actually $100 then, really, and you're probably paying box fees too.
And he said he got rid of the T-Mobile Home Internet.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I said. Yeah, so I mean, really, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I've been in cable for 14 years, and the average price has always been about $180 to $200. That ain't really different from 5 years ago. It's just different from introductory pricing. People stop looking at introductory price. That is not what it costs. You can't use
the balloon price.
I can't. To me, it's a balloon, but you turn the gas on.
Yeah,
you knew it was gonna go up. Why are you surprised when it go up? You knew it was gonna go up when you signed. They told you for 2 years. They didn't say forever. Forever. All I'm saying is you can't be surprised about a bill you knew was gonna go up. You can't say, "Oh my God, I can't believe it went up." Like, what do you mean?
It's kind of the same thing like YouTube TV. Like they don't do promotions. They'll just be like, "Surprise, your price is going up."
Yeah, they cable 2.0.
Brandon keep twisting that fork in my rib cage every time he says that.
Hey yo, I'm gonna go with Brandon. YouTube is going up. I ain't gonna say by the end of the year, but they're going up again next year minimum. They're going up. Get ready. And if
I
you
don't know.
look, Keon, what's the price now? Was it $70? Was it $73?
Yeah.
$73. It was
Yeah.
All right.
65.
So
It was 65 for 2 years.
yep. So let's do the
So
math. $73 plus the cost of your home internet.
yep.
What is it? What's
It's
your bill?
mine is 120 plus 65.
So
No,
what is your
120
bill?
plus 73.
So what's
So
your bill?
it's almost
The
two.
same as
It's over
Gene.
two.
It's the same as Gene. There you go. And he got a damn house phone. Look at that, Keon. You
Yeah.
cable's cheaper, dog.
Hey man, if Comcast comes out with a better app than YouTube TV, I'll be happy to go back.
My point is, you're
But
not
it's
saving
not.
any money
It's
by
not
doing
there.
YouTube
You're
TV
not
anymore.
really saving any money, dude. At that point, you're paying for the
There
UI.
you
Well,
go.
here's the thing. I never looked at it about saving money. It was always about the convenience. I never
Look,
looked at it as
Keon.
a money saving opportunity.
Look, why
I
do you think
always
Spectrum drops? You get a cell phone and you get home internet for $79. Why you think they did it? So they did that. They did that just to make everybody look bad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when I decided to cut the cord, I never looked at price. It was always about convenience.
Keon, cord cutting is fake.
Hey, look, you don't never truly cut the cord, sir.
I mean, that cord is still. The YouTube's still coming over that cord.
Yes, it is. Hey, look, it technically comes over this Ethernet cable that's plugged into my laptop. But what I'm saying is it was always about the convenience factor. I got tired of, oh well, you're not on your home Wi-Fi, you're not on your home network.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't care how much it cost. I was like, yo, I'm gonna
But
get rid
Edmund,
of it, and I want my convenience.
You know what's even funnier? I can watch all the locals free anyway without having any kind of service here.
So you can still pull it over antenna.
No, I can get it on the internet. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's
and
true.
not even bootleg. These stations be having their own freaking stream that you can watch live. Now they going that far, and it's free.
Oh, they don't do that here.
Some of them are doing, not all of them, but some of them
actually, a lot of them do it.
Mm-hmm. I can watch freaking the local Fox on freaking on the Roku for free.
I mean, you see, was it Peacock is pulling all their locals into their app now too.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount is doing the same thing too with the CBS locals, and then basically Hulu is heavily advertising Hulu Live, which is expensive, which is $70 a month. But you actually get the Disney bundle with that. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing another price hike too in the next few months.
I mean, I hear you saying it, sir. I mean, when it happens and it happens again, I'll give you credence. But how long? I'm gonna need you to put a time frame behind this. Are you just saying into perpetuity is going to raise the price, or is it going to happen?
I would say sometime in the summer.
In the summer, dang man, we're just now coming out into spring now.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny says CBS, ABC, and NBC have online sites now, and it's free to watch.
I mean, some locals have apps
which is the reason why Peacock didn't take off, because it's free to watch.
They don't do a free tier anymore.
Oh yeah,
they don't do a free tier anymore, so they got rid of it. If you sign up with a free email, you're grandfathered in, but you only get select content. Right. And then so basically Fox is promoting too because they own it. Then Paramount is promoting CBS because they own it. And then ABC is promoting Hulu because they own it, and Paramount is CBS and beyond.
Well, the streaming wars is still continuing.
It'll never end. It'll never end. And right now,
I don't suspect for it to end.
It's a daggum Holocaust. This ain't no war.
Oh God. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I just think that the price of cable is reflected now truly outside of cable. I mean, that's pretty much what's happening right now.
People thought we were just evil.
I never thought that Comcast and none of these other cable companies were evil. The problem they just wasn't evolving fast enough for me. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Edmund, remember PlayStation View?
I was an
Yep.
early adopter. What are you
I
talking
was
about?
too.
Yeah,
I was an early adopter. Yep.
I was an early adopter, and then all of
Great
a sudden
But see, the
product.
thing
they
is,
started losing
if
channels.
if they were still around right now, they would be over $100 for the most expensive package.
Yep.
Maybe
Yeah,
120.
Big facts.
maybe.
And it came by default with the DVR and 5
Yeah,
TVs.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would have been gone.
man.
I will go on record and say Fubo TV will not make it next year.
Fubo.
Uh-huh.
Man, I didn't even know Fubo existed.
Yeah, they were one of the first streaming services to do live TV, and they started off as a sports only with soccer and all that.
Oh, hey,
Yep.
Gene. Hulu's probably going to get bought out. I think Comcast is still the last holder of the biggest share outside of what Disney has
So
before.
Comcast and Disney don't even want anything to do with Hulu anymore. They literally just want to burn it to the ground. But I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon ends up buying it or Google.
Nah, I don't think so.
Mm.
I mean, the thing is Disney has already sunk a lot more money into Hulu than anybody else has. They've gone around
But
and bought.
they're not
They've gone
seeing
around and
the
bought
return
other
on
people's
investment.
shares.
But they're not
They,
getting their return on investments.
I mean, here's the thing: their Disney Plus is actually doing a whole lot better than what Hulu's doing.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, look, yeah, hey, understand? It's like, if you haven't seen the commercials for Mandalorian, I mean, I'm just saying, man, them things are cute and funny.
I don't even know what that is.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You gotta be
So
a Star Wars guy to care.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But hey,
What's the
look,
next article?
so my next one is this. So I know how y'all feel about smartwatches,
Oh shit.
right?
They're only
So
good on Bluetooth.
hey, I use my smartwatch on a regular basis, sir.
On Bluetooth, like I just said.
Yeah, and it's always on
Yeah.
Bluetooth.
Use it on
But
network and it'd be trash.
so how do y'all feel about your smartwatch being on Chat GPT? So now you're going to be able to. They're trying to figure out a way to put Chat GPT on the Pixel, the Galaxy Watch, and Wear OS.
I don't even know what Chat GPT is.
So
You kid? No, you're joking, Brandon. You don't know what ChatGPT is.
I'm dead serious.
You know,
actually,
Brennan's a
come run it
senior
in.
citizen in a 29-year-old body.
Oh wow,
Oh my bad, I forgot he's 50 years old. He's in a
Is
50-year-old
he's
body.
he's, he's
is
50
that like
to 30-year-old body.
WhatsApp?
No, wow, Brandon, wow.
No, for real. I don't know what that is.
So basically, Chat GPT is just an advanced form of AI that's doing a lot more predictive texting. So like you put in, let's say you wanted to know, or you wanted to have something write you a thesis on pot pies, and then it will literally aggregate everything from the web to bring you a thesis on pot pies. You didn't have to go search the web or nothing for it; it did it for you.
Oh,
But yeah, that's kind of what we're about to get to on your watch now. How do you feel about this? Ashay, now you jumped into the room, sir. How you feel? What say you, sir? And understand you're still going through school, so now you're gonna be cheating in class.
It's just like the calculator. Teacher said, "Oh, we're never going to need it. You're going to have to memorize every single math problem. Triple digits, multiplication. Now it's the standard for everything. We use a calculator. We have it everywhere we go."
Well, I think that the human brain wants to make things easier. Period. Right. So tools make things easier. I mean, you don't go out and feed your horses all the time now. You You literally pull up to the gas station and pump gas in your car. It's about ease of use.
I feel like everyone should legit learn how to use it, not just to cheat or anything, to use it for your beneficial. Because eventually there's going to be a time where everyone's going to be using it, not just to cheat on, but to use it like for help. Like if you need some quick information, you can get it from there.
So on a side, hold on. So side tangent, Sneed says, just cut off my fiber, sign up for, wait a second, you just moved. Sign up for T-Mobile Home Internet, pay 13 months in advance. Really, dude? I don't see you doing that. I don't see you doing that at all. I don't believe it.
The only person
you out on
that's
that
willing to do it is Edmund, and I still
I
can't
wouldn't.
see him do
I'm
it.
not doing that either. I have Comcast. What are you talking about?
Edmund Austin said that there's a new carrier in the block.
Who?
It's called Keon Mobile.
Oh Lord. Hey.
And he,
Let-
Operate the whole network on 1
bro,
megahertz of
he's-
spectrum.
Hey,
bro,
if I get my my marketing team in place and I start
Bro.
selling some lines and I get bought out by somebody, y'all laughing at me now. But understand, I'll be rolling that dodo.
Edmund, you
you're
would
an
be worse than
all-in-one.
Peter Adderton.
I'll be
You'd be
rolling
worse
in
than
that
Peter
dodo.
Adderton.
Sure. Edmund, you're an all-in-one. You're marketing, RF, everything.
Hey, that means that guess what? You know what that means? That means decisions get done fast. I don't have to wait around.
He gonna let
That's what that
Chat
means.
GPT run it for him.
There you go. See? On my watch. Walk around with my whole network going on my watch. There you go. So what about you, Brandon? So what's your take at Old Man River?
I don't do smartwatches.
You still got cable boxes with the clock on it.
Yeah, that's more advanced than a watch.
Until your power goes out and it be flash at 12 o'clock.
That's what generators are for.
Shit.
What about you, No Radio? How you feel?
Brandon got that damn cordless phone. You know, he got that phone with the long cord on it.
Oh God. Wow.
God damn.
So what say you, No Radio? How you feel about Chat DB? Like, remember, you jumped over to Bing to try out the chat bot.
I don't care.
You don't care. Dang. You wouldn't want to have that advanced chat feature running on your wrist?
I'm pretty smart. I can write my own papers.
I mean, I believe that you could. You probably could write a thesis right now while talking to us. But no, I just wanted to find out and see how y'all might have felt about this one.
I feel like
I've had conversations with customers in my Uber about Chat GPT and the rise and fall or the rise of it right now.
I think Chat GPT, I hate to say this, it may be a big wave of BS in the long term.
Why would you say it's a wave of BS?
Because you might be able to use it to write a paper, but then when you got to go give a speech and have to actually interact with people, you don't have the skills because you let the damn thing do it for you.
That's why I said no radio. It's a tool. It's supposed to help you. You're not supposed to use it for
but
everything.
think about it. We got people now that can't even type. They have to talk to their phone.
Edmund.
I had to give somebody. I had a guy that he sat there and he tried to put the address in the phone like 20 times. Like, boy, if you don't type it in, Jesus Christ!
I have done that. I am guilty of that. I've done it too.
I just say it's a wave of people.
I don't do it on the iPhone.
It's going to make people dumb. I don't think you can compare it to a calculator because at least with a calculator, you kind of got to know the formula to a certain extent.
That's true.
That's true.
I mean, you can't just be throwing the division sign anywhere. You got to put it in the right spot for it to work.
It's just going to make people dumber. Well, they're going to appear smart.
But I don't know, man. So let's see. What else we got on the agenda? All right, I want to take a moment and give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend. He passed away recently, so I don't know if y'all know I've heard of Lance Riddick, but he was a big actor and voice actor. So
Yep.
Lance being because I played Destiny 2, in Destiny 2 he's Captain Commander Zavala as a voice actor, and the man, yo, his voice is so method, it's crazy. But then on top of that, like there's other movies that he starred in that I didn't even know he starred in. So what was it? Let me pull it up.
He ain't the only big actor that died.
Yeah. So he was on Oz, The Wire. I forgot that he was on Lost. Of course, the John Wick series. So I think he's in John Wick 4. So I think they finished that. Dog, he was in DuckTales. I didn't even know that. He was in DuckTales. Come on, yo. I watched DuckTales faithfully. Faithfully. I didn't know that.
Didn't one of the dudes in the Marvel universe die too?
Who was it? I don't know who it was.
Stan Lee?
No. I'm talking one of the
Okay.
actual actors.
I don't know. I don't know the name.
He just died like a week or two ago.
Oh wow.
And he's a pretty good actor too. Can't remember his name right now. That's sad. They dying so fast now you can't keep up
Yeah,
anymore.
man. And understand, like, because a new season for Destiny 2 just came out, and that might be the last time his voice is gonna be used. Because I presume that they have other cut lines where he's already pre-recorded, but I don't. I think they already did everything for the new season or for this year. So I'm like, dang, man. And then this might be
Tom
the last movie.
Sizemore just died.
What did he play?
A lot of stuff. What's Saving Private Ryan?
Uh-huh.
God, the list goes forever. But look him up. When you see his face, you go, "Oh shoot!"
Oh man, hold on.
Bobby Caldwell died. The white man with the most soul ever in history. He sung "What You Won't Do for Love." He died. Everybody thought he was black until they found out he was white. So that was a white man.
See, see. You know what? That's something that scares me. Is when you find out that some white guy actually wrote the song that you've been bumping to
Hey,
for years.
the dude that wrote all the Michael Jackson stuff died too.
Dang.
He wrote Thriller. The dude who wrote Thriller died.
Oh.
When they found out he wrote half the Off the Wall album and all that stuff. Like,
Oh wow.
also a white guy, a British white guy.
So
Yeah, man, they
here's
dropping
another.
like flies.
So I got a question, and this is about Samsung. So let me find the article. Come on, where's that? I thought I saw it. Here it is. Let me ask you this question. Do you think that Samsung's emergence into 5G is because of their partnership with Verizon, or that their equipment is that good?
I don't get the question.
Okay, so in this article, um, in Fierce, they're saying that Samsung's graduation from disruptor to mature 5G leader. Do you think that's just because that they are more prevalent on Verizon than any
I
other
don't.
carrier?
I don't think this is
Because
speaking specifically to the U.S. This is worldwide.
yep, worldwide. Because remember, if you go to South Korea,
Yeah, it's all
Samsung's
Samsung.
everywhere. It's all
Yep.
Samsung nodes, everything, the whole
Yep.
equipment.
That's true.
So I mean, they have experience. It's not their first rodeo.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, on just one carrier though, here in the States, they're only on Verizon though.
That's why I said I don't think that's what they're talking about.
True. Oh, hey, Gene, do not say that around Brandon. Don't say those words.
What did he say?
What do you say? I'm not listening.
Don't say those words, sir. I catch hell for what you just said. Okay, just remember, I still catch hell today for what you just said.
Oh, get your Chromebook out of here.
You don't want to be the back catcher. Get your butt up and get off the field.
Hey man, I look. See, I told you another person just agreed with me. Look at that. Look at that, Gene. We right here together, man. We right here. We right here, man.
Can you do editing like Photoshop and Adobe and all that editing on Chromebooks or no?
If you switch over to Linux on the Chromebook, yes.
So
On
the
a
answer is no.
Yeah.
Hey. He asked a technical question. That's a technical yes.
No.
But not many people know how to
Yes,
switch
but if
over to Linux.
it's
Yes.
yes, but I have to do a bazillion things that no one else does, so the average consumer can't do it.
I mean, they're making it easier to try to run Linux apps on natively, but I don't think it's there just yet.
Yeah, but even
Now, this may be a dumb question, but is Linux more secure or less secure than like an average?
Technically speaking, Linux is more secure because more people see the code. So look, think of it like this: when you see like big data, like big breaches to like Windows and big exploits, is due to the fact that Windows code is technically private, just like Apple's code that they acquired after when it ran through the whole government side is technically private. So what ends up happening is all of a sudden somebody finds an exploit. It might take them months, if not a year later, to finally plug the hole, but we don't know how long the exploit's been live.
but let's be real too, Keon. Linux is a small target.
That's true. But
So
Linux on the back end, is used everywhere.
Yeah, but it's still getting hosted by Windows in corporate.
True.
At least the corporations I've worked for, when they have Linux as client devices. They're still hosting it with a Microsoft server.
I mean, I'm just saying that the whole big thing is Linux is technically the backbone of the internet right now. I mean, granted, like the forward-facing viewpoint is Windows, but the backbone of servers and all that other stuff, like it's Linux. But yeah, I mean the code you can see the code. Like everybody's shared. You can contribute to the code to make it better. That's the reason why there's so many different what they call distros
All right, Dave.
for Linux.
Okay, Dave.
Hey, wait a second. I'm not going that far. I haven't gone that far. Hey, leave that man alone. Why
You
you
sound like
jumping at
Dave
me?
talk about Monero. That's what you said.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm just
Let's
saying
just be
that
real. If Linux was the #1 OS in the world, it would be getting hacked every week
Yeah, that's true.
because it would actually be a target.
Because there's nothing valuable.
hey, look, Windows catch hell because they're the #1. Okay,
All the way to the bank.
all the way. Windows is on all them desktops. When you walking through the call center, it's all Windows stuff. Go to the DMV, they're using Windows.
And they're using old versions of Windows
Ugh.
because they got to host old crap.
Man, what was it? Microsoft just ended support for Internet Explorer. They finally ended support for it, which they should have went on ahead and did.
Shit.
It should have been already done.
My thing is,
Wait a
Edmund,
minute.
how does it affect you?
How does
None.
it affect me? I mean, hey, look, I'm a futurist. I want the latest and greatest. That's what I want.
My thing is, it's not going to affect you unless you tell me you use Internet Explorer.
No, I use
So it won't
Chrome.
affect you. That's the thing.
I use Chrome, sir. I'm a Chrome user. Yes, and Chrome is a memory hog, but they supposed to be working on that too.
Memory hall, but it doesn't affect me. I got plenty of memory. I ain't worried about it.
I mean, you got a freaking gaming laptop, sir.
So, I mean, we can't all be Chromebook guys. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, Chromebooks are good for what they are.
Good and terrible.
Ah,
They're good for high schoolers.
man. All right, so I got one more story I want to bring up, and then I'll leave it open for everybody else. So, you know, the in the state of the world that we're living in right now, and the pandemic kind of changed everything. Do you
Walmart.
think that do you think that we are in today's normal, or are we about to change again? So, like, this came from CNN Business, and CNN was talking about how the way that people are working is about to change again. I think that we're already there, me personally.
In what
I think
way?
so. Like, people don't want to do 2 and 3 hour drive commutes when you got your internet at home, and you can submit your paperwork on while from the confines of your own couch. Why do I need to go into downtown and spend money to park, or got to commute for 45 minutes to an hour so I can go sit in front of somebody who I could easily do on Zoom or some whatever video broadcasting app of choice.
Yeah, I mean, even I can go ahead and tell you, I've done several different interviews with different corporations, and pretty much everybody is doing Zoom or Microsoft Teams for even interviews right now. Like, nobody's coming in person anymore.
Right, but but I'm saying is like a lot of these boomers that No Radio loves to talk about, the people who I don't need y'all to die yet. Just remember, I don't need you to die yet. I need the views. But they're the ones that's actually pushing to have people go back to work.
That's because they're living in the past.
I mean, like right now, like a lot of the buildings, you're starting to see a lot of the buildings downtown DC starting to convert. So like where it used to be just business, now they're starting to add in condos, like right there in Midtown. So they're converting them from business like cubicle style to condos.
I mean,
Even then, those will probably eventually be abandoned or something like that, because if those people are not working downtown or whatever, then they're just going to end up moving to somewhere where it's inexpensive and work from home.
But a lot of people are moving. A lot more people are still moving towards cities, though.
But let's be
As
real.
a matter of
There's
fact,
a housing
Evan,
shortage. Houses are not plentiful. That's why almost everything. So, like what Keon said, we've got old mills that used to be like old fabric mills and stuff. They're getting all converted into condos and apartments. Every
Right.
daggone one. Every single one. The mill closes, and it's one of them. I'm talking about old mills that are 90 years old. They're converting them all into apartment buildings. Every single one of them.
And the reason why I say it this way is because we're at the point now where technology has progressed far enough that you don't really need to go in to a physical place. I mean, especially if only thing you're doing all day is typing. You're literally gonna drive for 45 minutes to go type. And show your face to somebody who's sitting behind a desk so they can walk out from time to time to see if you're working.
And slave drive you.
I mean, Dude,
Which
I think this is the new normal. Is companies are going to try to get people to go back to a particular spot, but people don't care now. They're like, "Yo, we're going to fire you." So what?
yeah, just go somewhere else where they don't make me do that. Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to a real estate agent like that did commercial properties in DC, and they said that yeah, if it was already hard enough as it is to get companies to invest in real estate before the pandemic, imagine what it looked like now.
Yep.
Like that's how crazy it is now. We're talking about buildings might be half vacant.
Yeah. What's the
You
point
know,
of building
don't
a call center with 400 desks in it? You can have them 400 people all over the
sit at
country
home.
sitting at home. What's the point?
Not only that, Edmund, but I mean, I agree, but then there's some people that are gonna be like, yeah, but you are right. Most of them probably are just gonna go tell those people to, hey, go home or whatever and work from home and be like, it'll save us money than paying at least.
Yeah.
Well,
Because then I know here in Houston, most buildings are operated by and owned by Brookfield Properties.
Well, here's the thing. The biggest problem is the commute. So like take the DC metro area. They're adding in more toll lanes that come into the city. It's gonna get to the place where it's either your money or your time. Are you willing to sit in traffic for forever, or are you gonna spend money to get to work faster? And then
Right.
I mean, like it can surmount to like $30 or $40 one way. We're not imagine
Yeah.
two ways going and coming.
See, we
You
don't
know
have
who's
that
going to get
issue
hit.
here.
Who's going to
You
get
do
hit
have
bad
that
is,
problem.
the Keon, the people who make pants, they're going to have trouble selling pants because ain't nobody going to be wearing nothing from the waist down.
Don't wear
You're
the
going to have,
New Shoe, right?
they
Because
going to have, they're going to have 20 of the nicest shirts you ever see, but ain't going to be
Oh
no pants
yeah,
on.
them shirts they're gonna be silk shirts.
Blazers. Hey, ramp up the production of blazers and shirts because pants is going out.
Wait, I have to ask y'all a question.
hold up,
What's
Arnett. I
up?
was just like, no,
Oh,
no,
go,
you know that's actually true, right? The
I
Shark
know it
Tank,
is.
I forgot the bald guy. He says
Yeah.
everyone in Zoom meetings, all they do is wear their
It's
underwear.
just, yeah, I know. I'm telling you, I know.
everybody does it, man. Come on.
No, I was gonna say if this is becoming more of a trend where people are working from home, well, I mean, it's becoming the new normal. Does that also mean that there's going to be less public schools being built?
What? Oh, so you think? Do you think that because the majority of the people are like you could end up doing this from like schooling from home?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's already true though. The majority of college students are going to school from home, not in physical. Online colleges are dwarfing real
No, but
college.
I'm talking about like public school, like
Well, it's what I'm
elementary.
saying. It's the same thing though. It's going that
Yeah,
route. Think about it. We had these kids. Think about it like this, right? If you grew up in my generation, you always went to a physical school, and then you didn't even have the notion of online classes until you went to college. Well, if you're going to
Right.
end up in online classes anyway, you might as well start early. You
That's
might as
true.
well
hmm
start, somewhere around middle school. You might as well
I
go ahead and
mean, here's the
start.
thing.
And it's the
We're
new
not even
normal.
talking about just regular businesses. College in general is changing. It's going to end up changing. I mean, we're talking about what's the point of you and all these colleges investing in new buildings and putting a new building dedicated to somebody when the students aren't even going to be there.
No. And if you
I
have a really
mean,
good, talented professor who lives across the country, you still get to hire that guy.
that's true.
You
He
see?
could stay. You could hire him, and he could stay in South America
Yep.
and enjoy and teach from the drinking his mimosa.
It opens your talent pool up if you're a company. You can get better talent from different places
That's
versus,
true.
you got to talk people into coming your way or deal whatever talent pools in your market. So,
I mean, you're still going to have physical labor done, which I don't. That's not going to be outsourced yet until robots get to the place where they can actually mimic everything that we do all the way down to the macro level. But
I'll admit you're racist.
What do you mean?
You know what?
What about the
guess what?
Mexicans?
What about them?
No play.
What
I'm trying
about
to-
No, what about them?
Hey, Brandon, you know what? You know what about them? You teach them to fix the damn robot. Dude,
There you go.
Oh shit!
somebody got to fix the robots.
Somebody got to fix the robots.
Isn't it gonna be the Asians?
No,
No, it's nah, dog.
no.
That's
Brandon,
gonna be
please send all hate mail towards Brandon wherever you can find him on the internet.
Think about it now, right? Have any of y'all ever actually worked in a factory?
I have not, but my mom did, and I've been inside. I was inside that factory a lot.
So you always had, like, if say you got machines, you got your machine operators, and they can do basic fixes on a machine, but then you got your maintenance guys that do all the actual repairs. Well, it'll just be more maintenance guys, less operators. That's pretty much it.
That's true.
So,
I mean,
you
look,
may
that's
only
the
need
reason.
humans for quality control. That's probably about it.
Well, here's
Quality.
the thing. That's one of the reasons why Tesla makes more money than Toyota does, and Toyota sells a lot of vehicles. Everything's automated.
Yeah.
So I mean, that you're looking at the differences in work culture now.
And let's talk about the Walmart article.
Oh,
Yeah, they get some robots.
the robot. All right, hold on.
You can walk in Walmart. It's just gonna be one long row.
Oh,
And when
shit.
instead of having a whole section of TVs on the wall, you
It's
just
gonna be
walk
one
up to
TV.
and you hit the button and you can see each model. It'll come out and look at you, so you can look at it and it'll go back in. And then when you like it, you press a button and it slides out of a slot in the box.
Oh shit!
Yeah, let me get that one.
Hey, you watching a TV that watch TVs? Is that what
Yep.
you're saying?
And then on the back side of that wall, it's just all warehousing like Amazon, where they'll be packaging mobile orders. I mean, really, if you think about it,
That is true.
that's what they're. I mean, if you, I don't know about your Walmarts, but even now, the Walmart here, they have a whole like cut off area in the front of the store that's just basically a damn Amazon warehouse in the front of the store.
I mean,
it's a little door. If you ever catch that door open, you look in there and all you see is the online stuff inside of there.
That's not even just Walmart. My Target over here, the front, that's legit where they do everything: mobile orders, pickups, everything.
Yeah.
man, so hey, look, my like right now. So Walmart says they're updating 1,000 stores into a new store of tomorrow. Now, my question is what are they going to end up doing? Because last time I was in Walmart, it's still like a hot mess.
They're going to streamline it for that. Like what I just said, if they're smart, they're going to streamline it for online.
I honestly think Walmart is going to change the audience it caters to.
It has to. It has no choice.
I mean, here's the thing. Like me and No Radio was talking a couple of podcasts ago, where Walmart is the only one that has a chance to really dethrone Amazon.
Yeah,
because Amazon is hurting.
But they got to move fast.
They're gonna have to do something. I mean, like with them closing stores, that's not a good sign, because those stores can be those like pick up, drop offs, and then delivery point from.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, everything still goes back to convenience, right? So why do you think grocery shopping is popular online versus going to a store? Because I'm tired of every time I want to go to the store, my favorite milk is gone. You see what I'm saying?
Even when you order something online from a grocery store, it's probably going to be wrong.
No. Come on, dog. I mean, the chances of them getting it wrong, getting the expiration
date?
What about it? I mean, at this point, yo, if anything, that stuff is a lot fresher.
They say
their stuff is a whole lot more fresher. But I'm just telling you, the same thing about shopping online is the reason why, like, I buy my clothes online. Walmarts and Targets don't carry to my size. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of walking in. I'm tired of walking in there, and all of a sudden, the only thing that's left is those skinny jeans for somebody that's only 150 pounds wet.
Hey, man, you got Albert or what?
Damn.
Dang, Brandon. God, it's your friends that cut you deeper. Remember that, people. It's your friends that cut you the deepest. They're the ones that cut you down to the white.
First cut is the deepest, baby. I know.
They're the ones. But
Yep.
no, man.
No,
hey,
but
look,
like focusing on the subject. Like I know that one of the community members works at Target, and I can't believe that they have. You can literally order a candy bar, and Target will bring it out to you
hey,
without a limit.
They have to. That's the thing. Or they're gonna
that's the new
die.
thing.
But I'm surprised they don't have I'm surprised they don't have like a shopping limit where it's $25 to $35.
Well,
They
here's the thing.
can't
Well,
turn away.
what was
Instacart's the
it?
same way, Brandon. I can order a candy bar at Food Line. And if I do parking lot pickup, they'll bring it to me.
Hey, look.
Yeah, but you
we
got to do
just
tip and beyond.
we just did Amazon Fresh to buy some of our groceries recently, and they just went up on how much that you have to purchase to make it free. So,
Yeah.
like for Amazon Prime, I think you need to
Yeah.
do now. You got to be at least 150 that you spend before
That's
before it's free
outrageous.
delivery. But here's the thing: if you're buying a whole lot in the first place, what's the point? Like,
I mean, I
the
can
wi-
understand
Yo,
$35.
the wife
for
went to
30.
she went to the store today and she spent what? She spent $200 a day at the grocery store.
see?
And that ain't even gonna last no time. That's a couple
Hey,
days.
man, Amazon Fresh is beautiful, Gene. It's beautiful.
It's
I don't
like
look.
a Whole
I
Foods.
don't have to. I don't have to fight with nobody for the type of milk I have to have. I'm tired of going. Look, as a African American, lactated
And then
milk
we all know you
is.
go to Aldi and Dollar General.
And let's
Man,
be real too. People order in excess when they can go in the store and grab it. People tend to order what they need when they got to order it online.
Yes.
Yeah, they behave differently.
Your spending habits is way different.
Yeah, because you guess what? You know how you go in the store now and you see all that crap that you didn't really need, but you bought it because it was there. When you're online and you ain't really searching for it, you probably ain't gonna find it. Like you just be like, yeah.
How many times have you gone? And you can ask this question to anybody. When you go into the grocery store hungry, you buy more.
Yeah, you just
You
buy
literally
crap.
buy more just because. That's why every time I go to the grocery store, I'll eat a Snickers. I'll eat like something real quick because I'll end up buying extra just because.
You don't want to be hangry.
I know I don't want to be hangry. You don't want to be hangry walking up and down the aisle, man. You just don't. You really don't. Because the bakery smells good. Everything's just looking at you in your face, man. It's crazy. But yeah, Walmart, Target, all these stores are gonna have to change. I mean,
I know that Walmart recently opened up a store here in Houston on the west side in Katy, and it's a very modern store. Like it looks very different compared to all the other Target stores, and I think it opened last month.
But here's the thing, like I said, the biggest problem right now is getting your logistics in place so you can deliver to people. And right now, Amazon is still struggling with that because there's not enough people out there that's going to be able to deliver. Walmart's have enough stores, but they haven't even gotten into the whole delivery game yet.
They
I mean,
have.
not
they
the
have
same
it,
way,
just nobody's
not the
using
same
it.
exact way.
Nobody's using it. That's the difference.
Well, I mean, most
people are using the
don't
pickup,
want to.
but they ain't using the
Most
delivery.
people don't want to pay $100 a year to do Walmart Plus.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna have all the products.
But here's the thing: how often are you shopping? You have to look at that $100 a year across a whole year of you shopping.
I mean, if you're
thing,
using it,
I can get that random cord for that random electron device on Amazon in 2 days. I can't get that at Walmart. That's what I'm saying. For me, it's worth $120 a year, whatever it is for Prime, because I can literally get anything, regardless the random freaking most random crap ever. I can get a screw for something. Like,
yes,
I've literally ordered.
I buy
a
random
clip to go on something.
I buy random weird cables because of some weird thing that I need to do, and I find it on Amazon a whole lot faster than anywhere. I would do a Google search, and Amazon is probably the third, fourth, and fifth option. Besides maybe Walmart is like stuck somewhere in between.
Like I can go on Amazon right now and get every screw for all the fairings on my motorcycle. I can get a kit. I can just put in 2006 Kawasaki this, and it'll go MP screw set. And it'll be every damn screw for all the fairings. You can't get that at Walmart.
Nah.
You can't get that at AutoZone. You can't get that at none of these places. You can barely get it at the Kawasaki dealer. But Amazon got it.
Hey, see?
It's the randomness that makes Amazon worth it. Walmart ain't that random.
That's true. Look, here's the thing. I don't even think people care how long it takes, as long as you have it. That's been like for me. That's a big problem. I like I said, I hate going into stores and I'm looking for something I can't find what I'm looking for, and I just wasted time. I got to park, I got to park, and then all of a sudden, got to fight with somebody to park, and all this other extra stuff. And then by the time I get into the store, you still don't got what I need. Oh,
That's
that
why
burns me up more than anything.
Yeah, like Home Depot, I use their apps to make sure it will tell you what's in stock. Now it's not accurate all the time, but like you can get a glimpse idea. Hey, they have these in the store.
And I'm gonna give you an ideal Walmart. So anybody who's a parent, you know how you got to get your school supply shopping list.
Yeah.
If you're a parent, you know about that. You got to go and get the little list, and the schools always send it out to the Walmart. So the Walmart had a little board there. It'll say for 5th grade, this is what they need. If you're smart Walmart, you need to go ahead and put a one button and already have that crap package, everything for that grade package, and I can just order it,
bundle it,
and pick it up.
And you can even raise the price. You can make it $5 more.
Yeah, because I ain't got to go hunt through the aisle trying to find a choo-choo. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like for real. I'm serious. Like it's common sense. School season, do 5th grade supplies, one-click order bundle.
Well,
I park lot, you throw it in my car, and I leave.
No, radio. This is part of the problem with the rideshare services and delivery. The whole problem with delivery is Uber and Lyft and all the DoorDashes and all that stuff. They want the driver to get out and start going around and doing all the shopping. Why do you have employees inside these establishments? Well, they just put on their thumbs and looking good. Like, they do the shopping. I'm just doing the delivery. I don't need to get out of my car.
Yeah.
Bring that stuff to me so I can get it down the road a whole lot quicker. Here you got restaurants like McDonald's. McDonald's literally have a whole factory of people inside of there, but the Uber driver has to go the Uber driver has to get out of it, park their car, get out, wait for somebody to hand them the bag, and then they go back outside again. Well, I should just drive up to the drive-thru. Hey, look, Uber delivery.
I've seen the Uber guy have to fill the drink himself.
See?
I was like, what is he doing? He had to get the soda himself. They just gave him the cup.
Yeah. See? But that's what I'm saying. Like, the more streamlined you do it, people don't mind paying for convenience. Yeah. The problem is outlandish, absorbent amount of convenience that people expect. Like the problem I have with the rideshare companies doing delivery is now that all of a sudden they want you to bring it up 14 flights of stairs with no elevator. Like, what?
Now tell you who else
parked outside.
Best Buy system don't work neither. Their whole if you've ordered online from Best Buy around Christmas time, that is a nightmare sitting in that parking lot. You're damn near faster to go in the store yourself.
Yeah, you'd rather go in the store and buy it, and it'd be out faster than someone coming in your car.
I'm gonna tell you why it is. If you order an iPad and there was 1,000 other iPads ordered, your iPad might be at the bottom of the damn pallet. Now you sitting there in the parking lot trying to pick your thing up, but they ain't got to the bottom of the pallet yet. That's literally what happened to me a couple of years ago.
Oh, shame.
They was like, he came back to my car like 5 times. He's like, man, we think it's in the pile, but it's like we got so many on top of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this is ridiculous. I could have just walked in there and scanned it and left. Because here's the thing: if they already have them allocated and there's no more, they're not gonna let you get it, even though there's a whole pallet full. No, but you gotta realize the online orders though, they're not pulling that from regular stock. They're literally getting that pulled in. That's why it was all on the same pallet. Everything on that pallet was an online order. Everything. It came off the truck like that.
Ooh.
So if your pickup day was Thursday, at least at the location I went to, I ain't saying this is for every Best Buy, but apparently it came on the truck all on the same pallet with all the online orders. And because of the pandemic, everybody did it at once. So it was like 50 cars in the freaking Best Buy parking lot trying to pick up stuff. and they wouldn't let
Mm.
people go in the store. And if you actually glanced in the glass, it was like pallets of stuff piled up in the front of the store. They had so many online orders they couldn't handle they couldn't handle it.
Dang. But see,
Basically,
that's
they offered that, but I don't think they believed it was going to be that successful. So they fell flat in their face trying to do it.
I mean, like Best Buy has had to change too, man. Because Best Buy, look, this is I'm getting ready to date myself. So, how many people remember Circuit City?
Of course, sir.
Circuit City.
I drive by the building every day and look at it sad. We still got the building in Greensboro.
Yo, the building's
remember
still
when
there.
I remember being in there when the PS2 dropping test and doing and playing on the machine.
Yo, my uncle was a salesman that sell PCs.
They used to make good money
Circuit
too.
City. Yes,
They
he
used to
made good,
really
money.
good money. Yes.
But the thing is Best Buy came around right near the tail end of Circuit City, and Best Buy has had to re-evolve itself multiple times.
But I give them this though. Best Buy is actually beating online prices right now.
No, I
Overall,
believe it.
they really are.
I mean, I bought a couple. Like I bought my laptop, the yoga from Best Buy.
No.
So I mean, they had it in stock. I mean, that's pretty much all I care about, man. Is do you have the thing I want in stock, and can you get it to me as fast as possible?
And I can honestly say I haven't been in a Best Buy and people were not buying computers. Like every time I go, everybody's like getting a laptop, getting a laptop,
Yeah.
getting a laptop.
Yeah.
You go to Walmart, you don't never see nobody bringing no damn laptop in Walmart.
I see people walking out with TVs.
You see that depressed Chromebook representative standing there in the Walmart looking
Wow.
depressed. Don't nobody want his Chromebook. It's the truth. It's the truth. Y'all Walmart got the Chromebook guy?
Leave
Does
the
y'all Walmart got
Chromebook
that?
employee alone.
I'm just saying, like, they got a rep at the store. The Chromebooks is hilarious to me. With his little Google shirt, looking lost.
Y'all are so mean.
Look, the Samsung rep guy look a lot happier.
Hey, he still get paid regardless of anybody buy one or not.
Because we don't have our Best Buy doesn't have a Samsung section anymore, but they still got a Samsung guy, and he basically just hangs out in the mobile section with the other Best Buy people. But so they used to have a whole little section, but I think that didn't go so great. So Best Buy pretty much booted that, but they still put the rep in the store.
You know what? My question is going to be this: is what is the layout in Walmart going to end up being? Because the way it's set up right now is just bulk shopping. It's trying to be shopping for everything.
No, they need to be. They got to change their whole thing. No, not just the layout of the store. They got to change the way they do everything, bro.
I don't know, man.
How many times have you seen something on the Best Buy? I'm sorry, on the Walmart website, but it's never in stock at your store?
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
Yo, I went in there. I went in there literally, and I was like, oh, you know what? Since I'm already here at Walmart, let me go pick up the battery pack for the Xbox, Xbox controller. Have a whole section for them completely bought out. Nothing in there. I'm like, what's the point?
Yep.
What is the point? What is the point?
But Amazon had it though, didn't they?
Amazon has it all the time. All the time. Matter of fact, I'm right here thinking about buying the Xbox Series X right now.
Walmart don't know how much money they have lost that they could have made off of me. They just don't know.
And then on top of that, they're closing stores and they reduced hours. So they're if anything, they're going in the opposite direction.
Well, I tell you, Walgreens is doing some similar things. Apparently, Walgreens is shutting down the stores and just going 100% pharmacy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the location supposedly where I'm at, they're literally going to be closing the actual store. It will be nothing but a pharmacy now.
How are they going to do that?
Because apparently it ain't making no money. The pharmacy is the only thing jumping. The pharmacy is consistent, but everybody ain't going there buying them marked up potato chips. Fingernail clippers and cologne and shit.
There you go. Which one is better, CVS or Walgreens?
Neither. Walgreens is definitely better than CVS, though. At least in my area.
No, it's CVS over here.
Ooh.
The CVS
hey, look, people in the chat below. In the chat below, hashtag CVS, hashtag Walgreens. The war continues because they be block wars, man. You be CVS on one block and a Walgreens on the other.
Well, I don't know.
They looking
Here,
right at each other.
There's basically a Walgreens in every single town, and there's only CVS in the larger towns, the way it is here.
Oh man, what is it? The
Every
further
town.
south I go, like literally, I'll see a CVS and I'll see a Walgreens.
Oh, here, bro, there's literally like Walgreens in towns at 300.
Dang.
You got to drive one town over to get to the CVS.
Wow. CVS downsized that much? I mean, I tell you, it used to be.
Well,
a
you got to
block
realize
battle,
too,
dog.
though. But you got to realize too, Keon, Walgreens bought out like 2 other pharmacies in the last freaking 12, 13
Yeah,
years.
Rite Aid. It was Rite Aid and
exactly.
because they just converted one of an old Rite Aid store to a Walgreens.
Yeah, as I'm telling you, they grew exponentially because of them buyouts. So,
Dang.
plus Walgreens be open. They be open 24 hours on Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What
yeah.
about that, CVS?
Shots fired, son.
I
Shots
can go to
fired.
Walgreens on Christmas morning at 2 a.m. and get milk. Not even joking. I wanted to ask, bro.
You
And
can do that, you dick.
that line be long as hell at 2 a.m. on Christmas, dog. I'm not even playing. People, you know what everybody buying? They buying wine because everywhere else is closed, but Walgreens got wine.
They get lit all Christmas
People trying to get
man.
lit. They like, yo, y'all stop selling alcohol at 2 a.m. We got to get up in there before 2 a.m. hit.
Wow. Oh, Gene, no, you hate Walgreens. No.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Walgreens is they're just bigger here anyway. Maybe you don't know if it's a CVS kind of party, but Walgreens is big here though. I think I'm 5 minutes from like 5 Walgreens, and I'm in rural.
It is a mixture here, so it's a combination of Walgreens and CVS.
Let's see, Asheboro has 3 Walgreens, and then Remsor has 1, and then Randleman has 1. It's like 4 or 5 Walgreens within less than 10 minutes away from me.
Mm.
And there's 2 CVSs, and they be looking vacant.
Oh God.
The drive-through be lit though for the pharmacy. The drive-through be lit at CVS.
That's true.
So that just goes back to my point. The pharmacy making money, but the rest of the store is struggling.
But I mean, the thing is how much markup do they have to do to be able to survive? That's the crazy thing.
Well, drugs always gonna sell.
Because all those old people you talk about they need to die. All those old people you keep trying to kill off.
They gotta get their blood thinners.
They try to live, man. They try to live.
They gotta get their blood thinners and their Viagra.
Let me live. Remember that. Let me live, man.
And them old women gotta get their hormone pills because they menopause.
God, Lord. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And y'all need y'all progesterone so y'all don't grow a mustache.
No radio.
And then the crazy people gotta get they gotta get their lithium pills.
Dang.
And you gotta get your Adderall for your drug addict college kids.
Oh God. Yo, hey, so let me ask you this question. I don't think I got a chance to get to it last week. So here we go. So the funny thing is this week, all of a sudden, Kia blew up on YouTube. I don't know if you saw it.
I did not, sir.
But in my search history,
I thought you said
apparently,
I thought you said the Kia engine blew up.
No, not engine blew up. But Kia blew up in my search history because I'm looking for an all electric vehicle, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm looking for an all electric vehicle, the new EV9 SUV that seats 7 people is supposed to be debuted at the New York auto show in a couple weeks. Now,
well, I will say this, Keon, my little bum F Egypt hometown officially has a Tesla charging station. I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
By the food line. If you live in I ain't gonna name the city. If you live in Little Bum F, you can charge a Tesla now. And what's even hilarious about it is I saw it and I was like, oh God, they got a Tesla charging station by the food line On my way
Uh-huh.
out of the Food Line parking lot, I saw 3 Teslas on their way in. I said, "Oh Jesus!" I said, "What infrastructure? What infrastructure? What?"
Uh-huh. Hey, but here's the thing. Like, now you can charge your EVs that's at non-EVs at
Exactly.
Teslas.
Exactly.
So here's the crazy thing though. This is where it gets crazy. So why Tesla's competitors will need more than affordability to make EV pioneer crown. So the thing is having the charging stations and building your own cars and different little things and doing your own batteries has kept Tesla just enough ahead of their competition where they can't really take their crown yet. What do you
That's
think?
like I've been told you. I think that Tesla, if they're intelligent, they'll be the next Exxon Valdez. They need to focus on the infrastructure side of the game because that means they win no matter who wins.
That's true. But here's the
If
thing.
they try to act
Now,
like Apple, they're gonna shoot themselves. So they need to be making sure everybody can charge.
Now that
So,
you can charge your non-EV at
well, non-Tesla.
a non-Tesla at a Tesla charging station, yo, that changes a lot right there by itself.
Changes
I
the
mean,
whole game.
because where everybody's like, because with conversations we've had with said different people, they say, oh, well, there's not enough charging stations, there's not enough this, there's not enough infrastructure. But now you don't have just 2 or 3 apps. Now you got 4.
Yeah.
And I've seen a whole lot more Tesla charging stations than I have Electrify America or EV America or whoever other brands. I see Tesla's ones way more often than I see, the competitors.
Here it's 50-50 because like the Electrify America ones, they're popping up in random places here compared to Teslas. Teslas ain't really popping up that random.
Right.
But the Electrify, they're literally like it's like my my McDonald's in Asheboro on Dixie Drive just randomly has the Electrify America charger in the McDonald's parking lot.
Oh,
But
and
no,
then with Gene just said
but
that
there's 0 Tesla chargers in the whole town. 0.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Gene, he's seeing the same thing that I'm roughly starting to see now, where Wawa and Tesla are teaming up.
Yeah. But I think I
And
told you there was a Walmart around here that had all Tesla chargers, and apparently they had some kind of dispute. They yanked them all out and put all Electrify America chargers in.
dang,
It's like 4, and it's like 14 of them in the Walmart parking lot. Huge.
Wow.
So it's like Tesla was there, and then it was like bye. So,
Probably because of the rate. You know what it is?
But you know something else too, Keon, though? You can actually own your own Electrify America charger station. You can build one.
I didn't know that.
I know somebody who owns a couple of them.
Oh.
You can build them yourself. Like you can, whatever you got to pay or do, you can actually do them yourself.
And invest in the infrastructure yourself.
Yeah, so there are regular people who got a little money to invest. They can just go put a charger station somewhere. I don't think Tesla's letting people do that.
No, I think they want to control it end to end.
Yeah.
And then but here's the thing. I don't know now, since I don't have an electric vehicle, I don't know, but I know from looking at a lot of the YouTubers talk about it. Did you know that Tesla charges you idle fee also? So after you charge up, if your car is still sitting there plugged in, they charge you for sitting idle. So what happens if I want? So no, but here's the thing: what happens if I go and plug in and I'm going to the movies? Now my car is sitting there for 2.5 hours, 3 hours for a long movie, and I'm getting charged for my car sitting there.
I mean, Keon, you don't go park it at the gas station, do you, and leave it?
No. See, okay.
So you gotta pay. You gotta pay for that convenience then that you're leaving it.
Yeah,
there.
but if I go, if I'm going shopping, I'm running around running errands. I mean, what? Now I gotta rush out and unplug and move the car.
I mean, I'm an old school shopper. I know what size Nike I wear. I don't need to try on every pair.
No radio. We're not talking about you and I.
I'm more likely to have the issue of not being in the store long enough for the car to charge. Being real with you, though, that's more
that's
likely.
that's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't sit still long enough.
I'm gonna have to find excuses to stay in the store longer just so the car can charge.
That's true.
Oh, let me go look at the electronic section again.
I mean, go analyze the televisions.
That's what's more likely for me. I'm not one to walk in the store and stay there for damn 2-3 hours. I'm just not.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, the rates on Teslas are a whole lot higher than Electrify America and EV and the other ones, man, from what I could tell. But I just saying, like, the Tesla has that one leg up. The only car that's beating them in range right now is the Lucid. It's the only one. The Lucid Air is the only car that's beating them in range. They project the EV9 for Kia to be somewhere about 300 miles, and I'm like, oh, for SUV 300 miles. I'm like, come on, yo. What are we holding back from?
So it's saying that the average supercharger time is about 30 minutes to an hour. That's a big gap.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when does that fee apply? Does it apply immediately after fully charged, or does it apply after the first hour?
I think it applies as soon as you get past like 80%. Because that's pretty much that if you watch enough EV shows on YouTube, the thing that you start seeing is they recommend you charge up to about 80% because that's the fastest charging rate from, like, let's say 20 to 80. Everything after 80%, I think that's when they start charging you a little bit extra. Now I need somebody who knows about having a Tesla because I don't own one, but I would say they probably consider idling after 80%.
Let's look it up. Tesla idle fee. It says they charge between 50 cents to $1 per minute that the car's parked without charging. So it didn't say after 80%. It says without charging.
Oh.
And there is a 5-minute grace period. So it don't say 80%. So essentially it's saying once it's full, the clock starts. You get a 5-minute grace period. After that, you'll start getting hit for 50 cents up to $1 per minute. Yeah.
Dang.
But here's the thing: if you got the app, right?
It tells you. Yeah.
It tells you. So you can go out, you got 5-minute grace period. Go out there and move your car. Shit.
Yeah. But you look, the where they put these charging stations, man, they're not convenient though. Like, what is it? There's a mall in Springfield, Virginia. Literally, the charging station is closer toward the road than it is toward the mall.
Yeah, that's how it is here too. Yeah, like at the Walmart.
Like, yo, I mean, like, you need to start putting these charging stations in the roads. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess
handicap parking need to go.
Yeah. But let's just be real. Malls are dying.
That's true. They are like the mall. Check this out. The mall that they use in Wonder Woman 1984. That mall was here in Virginia, and they already churned it down. It's pretty much a ball of gravel now.
Exactly. That's what I say. The places where you spend all these hours are going away. It's going to get to the point where you would spend more time at a restaurant if you're eating out than you are shopping, because shopping is moved online mostly.
But I think that there's got to be something said about experience stores, like places where you did want to see that lawnmower, or you did want to see something very unique. You wanted to touch it and whatever. I think those type of stores need to make a comeback or whatever.
But there's another thing
everything
too,
store.
Let's just be real though. The majority of people ain't gonna be driving 300 miles of range out of a vehicle to have to charge it while they're at the store.
That's true.
Most people are gonna be able to get back home and plug it up and go about their life. They ain't gonna have to charge. The charging out is really gonna be people that are like on a long trip somewhere. Most people are probably gonna get away with charging at home.
Yeah, the
If
only
you
problem is
if
right now the
you drive
Eastern
30, go
Eastern
ahead.
North Carolina is not very good with charging yet, from what I can tell. I've gone on looked on the map, man. It's not pretty. I mean, Greenville is the closest city to where I'm from, and
And how many miles is Greenville?
that's still 30 minutes. So that's about 20,
How many
25,
miles?
30 miles,
So why would you
maybe
have to
40.
charge because you went to Greenville?
Uh,
You see what I'm saying?
it's
If you put
convenience.
For most people, if you work within an hour of the crib, you're really not ever going to have to charge on the go, as long as you
That
actually get a charger put at your house.
that's
That's
true.
why I say it's kind of exaggerated, that need. That need is more so for long travel, situations. But if you're just living a regular life where you drive 30 minutes to an hour to work and back, you're gonna make it home with 100 miles range still left in the damn car.
And you gonna be able to do that and plug your car in back at your own home.
Back at the crib, exactly, and then do it again tomorrow.
You probably wouldn't even touch a EV charging station unless you had to go see grandma.
Yeah, exactly. Which a lot of these people, though, they didn't get the home charger station, so you see them sitting at the freaking Cheeks parking lot plugged in because they got to make sure they got enough for tomorrow. I'm like, bro, get the
Hey,
home
here's
charger.
the thing. Here's the thing. I live in an apartment, so electric cars for me is a necessity, but the logistics is painful. The logistics is painful because I thought about it for a long time. I'm like, where am I going to charge the car at? How am I going to set up for the next day? Do I charge overnight and then look? I take an Uber home and then come back
It's
and
time
go
to
get
get
my
out of the
car
apartment,
again?
sir. It's time to get out of the apartment.
That's true. Hey, look, the home prices here suck. That's all. That's a podcast for a whole nother time. The housing market sucks. Okay, but no radio. Thank you for riding with me, man. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Even though we disagree on T-Mobile and that one band of band 12 5 megahertz, I still love you, man.
I disagree. Of course, you disagree with me calling you crazy, Keon.
Wait, hold on a second.
Why would you agree to be called crazy? Why would you agree to that?
Have you ever seen somebody say, you know what, I am crazy? I ain't seen a single person ever say that.
I have.
I ain't never seen a single person say it. I will always deny my craziness. Every single bit. But hey, thank y'all. Hey, everybody, thank y'all for watching. Next this Tuesday is gonna be the series long of me dropping all the videos that I took for going to Philly. So you want to see the networks and see what it looked like in Philadelphia, from all the way from the Rocky Steps to City Hall. I drove around to even the sports complexes. I try to hit up places where it's more iconic and people would probably know about, and do it that way. But networking is totally different from DC than it is in Philadelphia. Small cells everywhere for Verizon, for AT&T, but I didn't see that many of them for T-Mobile. So it's very different. The networking prowess is a whole lot different from what I can tell. You'll be able to check them out. It's going to start happening on Tuesday. The videos are going to start dropping. I think I'm probably going to do the Liberty Bell first, where I was sitting at the Liberty Bell. So yeah, around the Liberty Bell. Handsome said, "How is T-Mobile in Virginia?" Northern Virginia is good. As you start moving further south, it's usable, but it's not as capacitive. That's the best way I can describe it. You don't have that capacity from N41 prevalent unless you're in a major spot where a lot of people are going to be congregating. You're going to be probably more covered underneath 71, if not, low band, than you would have mid band.
Oh.
But the Philadelphia trip will be on air. And hey, look, if there's another city that you'd like for me to go visit, leave it in the comments below. I try to respond to every comment that I come across, that people take time out to comment on my videos. I take the comment back. So I thank y'all for doing that. No Radio, once again, bless you and thank you. And everybody, we out.
We out, baby.